go. Perfect. All right. So, last time we did this, you guys had been embarking on what might have been or what might still be a series of commando operations on behalf of Duke Gallo. I'm just going to go back to the Elite map real quick just to show sort of what's going on. So as you can see, if we go up here, you guys, yeah, that's the wrong Elite map, I think. Let me check one thing. Yep, that's the wrong leading map. All right, so don't look at that one. Let's look at this one instead. So this is the one. All right, so you guys right now are right here at Kelkin's lair, and essentially what you've done is you're it's about 2 to 3 hours for dawn. Your expectation is that the battle between Duke Gallo's men and King Steppengard's army is going to commence roughly at sunup, which is about 3 hours from now. In effort to sort of sabotage Marshal Malkin's and Nina Glimglammer's forces beforehand, you guys have sort of commandoed in to take out certain targets. Now, there's several targets that you guys are looking at. On one hand, the first target that you've actually attacked is Kelkin, the War Mage. He is the Dwarven War Mage. He's in charge of all the magical attacks and magical defenses that King Steppengard's army will be deploying during the thing. If you can knock him out, there could be some very significant advantages that accrue to Duke Gallo's forces. However, previously, you didn't know for sure what his defenses were like. This is behind the lines kind of activity. The bonus on that is you suspect that it's War Mage Kelkin who is in charge of the cryosphinxes. Now, there's a group of cryosphinxes between 8 and a dozen up on the uprights, 400 feet up into the mountains, that are sort of overlooking the valley in which the battle is going to take place. Now, you guys want to take these cryosphinxes out because they're essentially covering Steppengard's left flank, the same left flank that Lord Dashgaban and Lord Timur and Lady Timur's forces, cavalry forces, wish to use to flank the dwarven armies of the king and provide significant advantage there. The cryosphinxes, however, could put a real blunt in that attack. And it's well known that cryosphinxes love horses and love to eat horses. So it makes them even more so dangerous. However, your thought is that if you take out War Mage Kalkin, the magic that is binding these cryosphinxes to this place and bringing them under the control of King Steppengard's army will be broken, and you can defang that sort of defensive action from the right-hand side of the map. Next, you have the various siege areas. Here at this area right here are and over here are the siege areas where you have individual areas of catapults and ballista that are primed to rain siege missiles down upon the forces of Lord Heritage and Duke Gallo's men. And protect the Steppengard's guys from flank attacks. If you could take those out, especially on the right flank where those siege missiles would come down again on the cavalry, as they bring their attack to bear, that could be very valuable from the point of view of from a tactical standpoint. And then there is the rumor. I mean, it's not a rumor. Nina Glibglammer, the King's Chamberlain, is here on site assisting the field marshal with the military operations and effectively speaking with the king's voice. Nina, who you guys remember, tried to help you guys when you guys broke out that guy from the prison, and you guys eschewed her help. Is the king's chamberlain and someone who you suspect may be in league with the Sargovans. We don't know. It's very iffy. That kind of stuff. But she is here, and it's possible that a stealthy group might find her and take her out of the action as well. So there's a couple of different opportunities here, but right now what you guys are dealing with is the opportunity that is presenting itself, that you guys are in the middle of right now, which is the opportunity to wipe out the War Mage. Now, I will go ahead and say the War Mage himself is dead, already killed by, I believe, Arendar or Wraith? I think one of those two. Oh, it could be Titus. Titus might have blasted him with some magic missiles. I
No,
can't
I
remember.
didn't kill him, but I got him close.
Okay.
I was the setup. I think it was Arendar. I thought
Was it
there was some.
Arendar who wiped him out? All right, whoever did it, he's down, but there are still very close to the end of last battle. Titus lit up this area over here, which looked to be sort of the assistant sorcerer's camp. There were a couple of guys over there conducting various magical kinds of things. A fireball pretty much lit everything over there on fire. One guy's dead, another guy is quite injured. There's a couple other battles going around. Ono is fighting a dwarf. There's another dwarf over here that Wraith is doing horrible things to. There's another guy here fighting a giant wasp. But beyond that, there's not too many dudes left here. Vondrum is still overseeing the captured troll down in the bottom of the pit, who has been smooshed to jelly, and who becomes a test case for can trolls starve, as he is trapped in the bottom of this pit, smooshed to jelly, unable to regenerating, but slowly running his stores of magical regenerative powers out until finally he succumbs, which we realized last time. So we start in Bellis Res. Any questions? Anything going on before that?
I can't find the button to speed this up to 1.5.
What are you looking for?
Speed it up to 1.5 times.
My voice? I don't know that that'll work.
I want more gaming, damn it.
I do have a couple of buffs. Arendar has protection from evil. Everyone has bless on them, and Wraith has gravity bow. Titus is flying. Beyond that, I don't see anything else in my notes.
You say blessing and fervor?
It's on. Yeah, Blessing of Fervor is on the chart. Poe, you did Blessing of Fervor. It has 7 rounds left. When they're on the chart, I don't write them down. The initiative chart. So, all right. And with that, unless somebody has any questions, go ahead.
Yeah, just to be clear,
Mm-hmm.
did we rest up and get our spells refreshed? I thought there was. No, that was before this battle.
That was beforehand. You guys are on a commando mission now. In the hours before dawn, before the battle takes place, trying to eliminate some strategic objectives.
So let's refresh my memory. You count up in. I always get this messed up. Hero Lab. So 0 to 5 means I have 5 spells left, right?
Correct. Yeah, you've used 0 of 5.
Okay. Thank you.
You're
I
welcome.
feel like I'm ready.
All right, sounds good. Hello there.
Hi.
Is that a giant mouse you have there, Eric?
There's several rodents in that room.
There is several rodents, isn't there?
Hear you.
One really big one.
It's a koala.
It's a koala bear. All right.
Oh.
Everybody loves eucalyptus leaves. That's the only thing koalas eat. I remember that from school.
I can't see. You have to turn this way.
Hey, can everybody hear Andrew? I'm having a hard time. Am I the only one?
Sometimes he sounds normal and sometimes he doesn't. To me.
That sounds about right. I think it's because I keep leaning back and forth. I get
Okay. Your mic's not picking you up?
Sure, blame it on me.
Apparently not.
You can blame it on me.
Matt, when
If we can. All right, cool. So other questions before we jump right in?
No.
Did we already get our +5 Holy Avengers?
Yeah, those have been distributed.
Okay.
All right. That being the case, we lead off with Wraith. Wait, I'm on the wrong thing. I gotta use my thing, not your thing. Wraith. Wraith is lead off batter. What are you doing?
Okay, this dwarf that I have been menacing to now,
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to try to finish him off.
Okay. Ooh, 34 is definitely gonna hit. I gotta check on the 17 though. Hold on just a momentito.
Was he going to survive 21 points of damage?
He is not.
Then the second one doesn't really matter.
Oh, I didn't get that. I didn't get that far. You know, I'm still checking.
It
All right, no,
thumps into him while he's on his way down.
yeah, he's
Just for
pulling his
dramatic
hammer up
effect.
to try and charge you. And the arrow just plunges itself into his chest. He staggers backwards, and falls slowly to the ground, staggers to his knees, and then falls face first into the ground.
He's been Sean Beaned.
He's been beaned. All right. So Wraith, do you want to move at all?
No, I'm just going to spin around and try to cover Ono because he's still dealing with this other one down here.
He's duking it out. He's doing the non-leath. He's punching up.
Yeah, I'm
All
going to
right.
wait until he gets him down to almost unconscious, and then I'm going to fill him full of holes.
All right, Titus, the guy that you the sorcerer area that you nuked earlier, this area right over here. The trees are on fire and burning merrily, though it's nighttime. So you can't really see there's smoke, but there's smoke pouring up in the air. The tent is burning. This guy picks himself up off the ground, kind of looks around, and casts a spell. Now I have to make since he took a boatload of damage last time, he is going to have to make a con check to make sure that this spell comes off. I think he's going to be okay. Or not. He is not going to be okay. And you can hear him cursing as he does that. When the spell doesn't work, you can see him sort of like looking around, and he's going to
Dive into the fire and get it over with.
There you go.
That's no fun. Hey,
He's
can you
gonna-
guys hear this fan? Is it bothering you? That was the other question I had.
No, you sound fine.
I can't hear anything. Yeah.
Thanks. Great.
All right, he runs
What?
behind the rocks and ducks down, hiding himself from the rest of you.
Too bad I can see him from my vantage point.
You might have to go over there.
I'm hovering in the air.
Yeah, but I mean, you're 30 feet in the air, and those are some pretty big rocks over there. So
Yeah, but I see where he moved. I would see him move.
you definitely saw him go around there, but you can't see him now though. He's grumped out. Vondram, you're up.
My wasp is still on this guy here.
It is, yeah.
Well, let's give him another little kiss.
All right.
Base attack +3. That's interesting. So what's okay? Hang on, I haven't done this. So I'm just going to take a 20 +3. The base attack is just a +3. Does that make
Okay.
sense?
Yeah, for a wasp, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. It just seemed too easy. Let's get a natty. I'll take a
Ooh, 17 is a hit.
All right.
Ah,
And
this thing stung me. It stung me. He yells out. Stung
he
me.
hasn't got much left. Oh, he has a lot left.
Yeah. But doesn't he have to make a save versus the venom?
I
does.
believe
Let's see.
yes. Which I
Constitution based includes a +2 dexterity damage.
all right.
Fortitude
So-
save is DC 18.
DC 18 on the fort. Let me get that for you. Let me check. So fort is +4. What's the DC on this?
DC 18, it says.
18.
Fortitude
Yeah.
DC
He did
18.
not make it.
And didn't he lose some decks last time?
He did.
So,
So
he's
this-
lost some more.
1d2,
All right. Give me a roll.
half of this. Oh, nice.
2
Ooh,
points.
okay. So he is down 6 dex points, which is his AC is dropping. He's staggering backward. He is not happy.
Wait, he's got some damage to take too.
He's even getting less happy about this.
Nice.
Jeez Louise, the wasp got him, man. That wasp got him right in the neck. He's screaming in dwarvish fashion, in a high womanly scream.
He's
Uh,
currently living my nightmare.
Right? I don't want the giant bug staggering me around. All right, so yeah, he's staggering around, swatting desperately at this wasp with his hammer and his gauntleted hand as he's trying to get it away from him. But the thing is just it has just nailed him with the sting. You can see a little bit of spittle coming out of his side of his mouth as he's starting to freak out. He's also starting to not be very coherent from a dexterous point of view. His arms and legs don't seem to be working as well as they used to.
That does sound like a horrible way to go.
It does indeed. Almost as bad as being squished to death and as you slowly starve underneath a giant wall of stone.
And I think that might be worse, actually, now you bring that back up. Yeah.
So number 1 and number 2 for the most gruesome kills ever are yours.
Thank you. There's no award for that though, so I feel
There should be.
We'll have to make one up.
We'll have to make the sadist award. The Marquis de Sade Award for creative demising.
The Vondies.
That's not going to end well.
The Vondies.
All right.
All right, so that's that. What about you, Vondram? You're standing over there by that pit. Are
I'm
you
looking.
personally doing anything?
I'm sorry.
Okay.
I'm looking. I was looking for. Yeah, I mean, I feel like Ono's got that guy. Ono's going to take care of that guy. Do I feel like this guy is for sure going to die, knowing how they regenerate, or do I need to stand here?
Well, the wall is permanent, so he's kind of
Oh, it
caught
is
between
permanent,
the
isn't it?
wall. The wall of stone is permanent. So
Okay.
basically, what's happening, and I did a tiny Batman post about this. With essentially the troll, because when the pit ends, it just essentially smushes him up against the wall of stone, which is staying
Good
still
night.
because it's so heavy.
Good night. Good
Good night,
When
everybody.
we get free petroleum jelly.
Good
Good night, guys. Have a good one.
Right.
So yeah, basically the troll is squashed by the bottom of the pit up against the stone thing. Now, eventually the pit will keep trying to close, so it keeps squashing him. The problem with the troll is he keeps regenerating, and essentially he continues to regenerate his magical regeneration powers, which are taking power from. This is why trolls eat so much, is they have to recoup all that, right? All that energy, that magical and physical energy. So they have to recoup all that. Eventually those stores, because he's not going to be able to eat, those stores will wind down, and eventually the troll will starve to death, but it will take a while.
But I don't need to worry about babysitting. I know all this, so I'm good. So I
Yep.
can walk away, and I am going to approach this guy that is suffering from wasp ickiness.
Okay.
10, 15. And burning hands.
Ooh, okay. You might consider that a blessing.
She's feeling merciful today.
I am feeling merciful today. I mean, Bondrum pretty much always is.
So
Might have to move a little bit further. I think.
yeah, you might have to get closer because you're burning. I'm sorry, go ahead, Mike.
I was
Yeah,
gonna say, burning hands only goes 15 feet, so.
okay.
It's also a cone, so you're going to want to have a clear line of sight on the guy. Otherwise, you're gonna fry your
You're gonna
wasp.
you're gonna get your wasp too.
I'm gonna need a what?
You're going to need to get
wasp.
a clear line of sight.
I
Otherwise,
heard
because
that.
it's a cone.
I didn't hear what Mike said last.
Oh, sorry.
No, you.
Okay, I
in
can't.
this direction, you're gonna get your wasp too.
Yeah, that's okay. His job is pretty much done. We're
Yeah.
pretty much done here.
Yeah.
I can get 10 more feet because I have 25 foot movements. Okay.
Then you're in range.
Yeah, and it's
Yeah.
a reflex of 15.
He's just
I was
been
gonna
taking
say,
6 points
yeah.
of dex damage.
But he's got a good reflex save right now.
What does he have none of right now?
Not a ton of dex left, so he's already yeah. Okay, so he's lost 6 points of dex, so that would bring his reflex save down to -1. His bone there.
Well, he was
so
pretty dexterous to start with then. He failed.
Rolled a
That's
7. So does that make it?
No.
No.
No? All right. So he is flamed. Ah! He yells out. The wasp gives you a baleful look, like, team, we're on the same team.
Let's do it.
Whoa, look at all those 4s. 16 points of damage. All right, hold on. I'm on the right. So he catches on fire. So the fire covers him. The wasp flies out of the way. So the wasp lives, I think, 16 points of damage. I haven't even, if you want to do a save for the wasp, that'd be okay, just to see if it's still around. I
Did you
think it
roll a reflex
is.
for the wasp? I can do that.
The
Just for
wasp has 34 hit points, so it's going to survive this regardless, but it may just fly off a little bit singed, or it may lose a wing. But this dwarf is not so fortunate. The fire washes over him, his chest, his face. All of the drool is boiled off of his face as his beard, hair, ears, and boots catch on fire. And you hear the significant thump as he falls to the ground, burning merrily.
Pretty barely.
That's awful. Here's the wasp's reflex.
He
Oh,
saved.
He
He
saved.
only
Okay.
takes half damage.
He saved with a nat 20.
Natty
So-
20. He takes no damage. He just dodges out of the way, gives you a baleful look, like, hey, you wanna aim that thing before you fire it off. And
Now that the wasp is angry, send him over to that guy hiding behind the rock.
Next time I will. That's it. I'm out.
all right, sounds good. Sounds good. Here we go. We'll just put this on there. There we go. There. That's what he looks like now. Just has a little bit of fire coming off him there. All right, that's Vondrum. All right, so next up, this guy's effectively out. All right. Oh no.
Yes, sir. All right. I think.
No, it's not your turn. Something bad's about to happen to you.
Really?
Yeah.
Uh-oh. Oh no. Ah, dang.
Here we go. Here we go. Now
Oh,
we're
boy.
cooking with gas. All right, so. Ooh, jeez Louise. Okay. I had forgotten how
Ominous.
capable. I'd forgotten how capable this dude is. All right, so you feel something behind you,
Behind me.
and it rolls a 23.
What?
Actually, make that a what's the flanking bonus? 4 or 2? Make that a 25.
Uh-oh. Hold on a minute. Let me get my.
As a guy materializes behind you.
Oh boy. I'm gonna.
And he's got a
get
short
him.
sword, and he's sticking it in your back.
That's really annoying.
The classic backstab attack.
It's a
How
backstab.
rude.
That is
Just say-
definitely rude.
No,
That was kind of foolish to do that in front of Wraith, though. I mean, really.
no.
Well, I
um,
think he assumed Wraith was busy with that other dude. He didn't know that was good. See, this
I
is
mean,
all
even
happened
I
sort
know
of.
not to backstab in front of Wraith. I mean,
no.
All right, did he get you?
Uh,
20 with a 25.
Yes, sir, he did. He did.
All
I'm
right,
trying to, I'm
that
looking
is-
for if I have some sort of dodge or some kind of additional defense, but a 25 does hit me. Yes, sir.
Gotcha. Okay, perfect. So he gets 1d6 plus 1 as a short sword pulls slowly out from beneath your robes.
Wow.
And then you see it's covered in blood. He gets 1d6 plus 1 of weapon damage and 2d6 of sneak
Okay.
attack damage. So here
Okay.
you go. 16 points of damage.
That smarts a bit. Okay.
Does.
Hey,
That's okay.
you have Blessing of Fervor, Eric, so you are actually +2
Plus 2 hit points.
AC.
AC.
Plus 2 AC. Then my AC will be 26.
See, that feels like cheating, so I'm going to disallow that.
Hold on. Actually, wait. He rolled a 25.
He did, yes. So whatever you end up with AC wise, it has to be below 25.
Well, I did not realize I had a Blessing of Fervor.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, then forget that 16 points of damage. It is a miss. He
Ooh.
doesn't laugh.
Well, let me say, you can choose to do an extra attack rather than, because it's a choice. Blessing of Fervor, you've got a choice.
Yeah.
Since you went first, Les, he could apply that way. But
Well,
If you want to take the 16 points, you can get an extra attack next round.
no, thank you. But let's actually, I want to do this the appropriate way. I did not know I had forgotten since last time I had Blessing of Fervor.
That's okay. Yeah, just because you've forgotten it, you were reminded of it, it still counts. So this is all above board. It's a miss. He's not happy. So after that attack, he is going to realize that he is invisible. He's going to look around, see Wraith, and he's going to skedaddle out of there. One, two.
Um,
He will leave, so you will get an attack of opportunity as he leaves the threatened square.
great. Okay. When it's my turn as he's trying to leave,
You get an attack of opportunity right now,
The
Yes.
attack of opportunity is instant. You don't have to wait for your turn.
but
okay,
you just get a single attack.
may I declare Stunning Punch?
No, it's just a single. It's single attack roll.
Yeah.
Yes, a single attack roll. I'm gonna just roll my flurry of blows, and you can take what you get from that. A 19.
19's a hit. You punch him for 8 points of damage, but he keeps going.
Okay. All right. Um,
All right. He's running over there. Vondrum, give me a quick perception check to see if you see this roguelike individual skedaddling with many whoop whoop and whoopee sounding sounds as he moves through there. You see him. He's coming around that corner. You hear the hefty smack as Ono gives him an 8-point punch to the face. You can see him holding his face as he stumbles around around these cart barrels and stuff like that coming out. It's this guy right here. That's what he looks like. Just a little dwarven dude in a brown cloak.
very handsome.
Oh, indeed. That being the case, Ono, it's your turn.
Yes, sir. Okay. Okay. By default, the damage I'm doing is non-lethal.
Okay.
And I don't really. I look away after I punch some guys. I just it's. If Wraith and Arendar are doing things, I'm going to look the other way. Anyway,
Just keep with tradition
that's right.
of looking the other way when Arendar and Wraith do things.
That's your safest bet, actually.
Yeah.
Who's this guy
That's-
here?
He's
That's
the
the guy
one
you've been
you've
punching.
you've been
Oh.
attacking.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Okay, gotcha. Thank you. And is he still there?
Oh yeah.
And does he still look hostile?
Oh yeah. He's got a hammer in his hand. He's trying to hit you with it, or battle
He
axe. I'm
hit
sorry.
me. All right,
Oh,
then
yeah.
fine. I'm going to give him a flurry of blows, and
Okay.
may I please declare Stunning Punch.
You
Also,
may.
I have to take away Stunning Punch. I forget which of these is. Anyway, I've done one. I missed. I mean, it is no.
You do it unless you declare differently. The stunning fist punch comes on the first attack of the flurry
Gotcha,
of blows.
okay.
All the other attacks are fine, but unless you want to do it differently. So for the flurry of blows, you could determine. You could say I want to do the stunning fist on the second attack, or you could say I'm just going to roll a d4 and whatever attack that is. But if I recall correctly, your attack bonuses go down with each individual punch.
I am not sure. Oh, yes, they do.
They do. So it makes sense if you want to deliver the stun. It makes sense to deliver it on the first punch because that's when you're going to get your maximum attack bonus.
I choose Stunning Punch on the first one, and I'm going to attack him.
Great.
Blows.
Whoa. Okay.
Oh, a crit
all right.
stunning punch.
Crit stunning punch. You want to take that crit confirm?
Yes, sir.
Unconfirmed crit. It does not crit him. But it is a hit. You get explosive dice, and it is stunned. So he is stunned for a
Unless
round.
would a +2 hit him? Because he is still the blessing
He
of
took
Fervor gives him
he
plus-
took that +2 for AC last round.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's both.
It's both. It's
One of the
save,
options is +2
armor,
attack,
armor
+2
class,
AC.
save, and attack.
What?
Powerful spell. Powerful spell.
Yeah, that is a powerful spell, and it seems to evolve even more powerfully with each passing round. All right, so then it would be a confirmed crit.
Yes, sir.
What happens when you win with Wikipedia, you know?
I know. You're probably right. I'm too lazy to look it up, so I'm going to take my lumps here. All right, so you get a confirmed crit and a stun. So he's stunned for a round. on the on attack number 1. Attack number 2, the 27, that is also a hit. Attack number 3, 12, and attack number 4, 13 are both misses.
Yes, sir.
So in that case, do you want to take the damage or the chart?
May I please take the chart?
The
It's always
chart with a natural attack,
Mhm.
blown back. The target suffers maximum damage and is knocked prone. So, all right. So, what is
I've been
maximum
there.
damage?
Daddy?
Yes, Angel. Yes.
Maximum damage is D10 plus 2, so 12 points of damage. Plus he is thrown back and knocked prone. So he's knocked prone. Then you take another 10 points. So it's 22 points of damage total.
Mhm.
And that's non-lethal?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
So
And I'm gonna mark off one stunning punch from my tab here. I'm trying to figure out which column to remove that from.
okay. All right. So a
Okay.
couple of things happen. So you punch him really hard and then punch him again really hard. Just like pop, 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 1, 2. He
No.
staggers backwards and you see him pinwheeling like this. His eyes roll up in his head. He falls backwards onto his back, his mouth wide open, one tooth missing and over there on the ground. And then you could see he starts snoring loudly. We lost him. But he starts snoring loud. He's out. He is knocked out.
Cool.
There we go. So he is knocked out. All right. That is, I'm assuming that's it for Ono. This guy's turn is knocked out. Titus, you're up.
So the weather is frozen and wintry, right?
Well, yeah, you guys are up in the mountains, so it's kind of cold. Yeah, there's snow on the ground and that kind of stuff, except for where it's been sort of heated and gone off. There's a fair amount of, it's like at the end of the thing, the temperature's up all over camp, however, because of all the explosions.
So can I wave my hand and make the fire go away or?
Nope.
Not in
Okay.
this case, because these fires are what I would consider, they're not magical fires, they're terrestrial fires. It's a couple of bare trees are on fire, and that tent over there is on fire.
Okay.
They also had like a campfire going over here, and it's still rocking and rolling.
Okay.
And then now there's another dwarf over here on fire, but you didn't do that one.
Damn it. So I can't see the guy that was firing at me.
He ran over there and ducked down behind those rocks.
Well, since I know his general vicinity and it is cold, I'm going to cast Drench on the son of a bitch.
Okay. You're just going to cast Drench so it just lands whoever's back behind that rock?
Oh, yeah.
Gotcha. Okay. All right. Let's look at Drench for a second. Take a look at that thing. What does Drench do? It's basically just
It's just
Free
raining
shower.
on him.
it just rains on him. A sudden freezing cold downpour on the designated target. I got to make a reflex save. So here we go for that. Reefer +2 because he has not been hit by a thing. 8 did not make that reflex save. So he takes a point of non-lethal. And he is covered in water, which I'm going to use just a little blue circle here. And he takes a point of non-lethal. He's in a bad way over there. All right. All right. So yeah, you nailed him with the drench. You could tell because you could hear like him yell out like, oh, "It's cold," you know, that kind of thing. And so, what are you gonna stay hovering, or are you gonna fly over there and bring the heat?
I'm gonna. I can't bloom. I can't. I gotta stay behind my cover, especially with Poe being that big.
You could hover.
I am hovering.
How
I
high
just
are you
don't
right now?
leave.
It's
I'm
30 feet
sorry?
up. According to the notations on the map, he is
Yep.
30 feet in the air, which is
Yes,
about
that,
twice. I think Poe even enlarged is what, 12 feet high? So quite a bit higher than Poe.
all right, do I see any other enemies in the area? Besides the
So
sleeping?
yeah, I mean, you see this dude who just tried to stab Ono, and you see this guy on fire. He doesn't seem to be putting up much of a fight over there. Yeah, other than that, I think this guy would be. And then there's this guy who's. I mean, you can hear him audibly snoring, laying on the ground. He's been knocked unconscious.
Uh, um,
But keep in mind, you already cast a spell, so all you can really do is move at this point.
yeah, I think I'm gonna sit tight.
Sitting tight. All right, Poe. What about you? You're big. You're mean. You have a spot. You have a spear.
Yeah, I'm gonna let the enlarge fall off of me, actually. That's a
Okay.
swift action to do that.
Okay.
And I'm thinking everybody's got everything under control. What is that thing?
That's a rock. So these gray things are stones. There's this whole field is sort of like it's the top. You're on basically in the mountains in a mountain pass. So there's big boulders and stuff kind of kicking around all over the place. That's one of the boulders. They have leaned some stuff over there next to it and put the thing up. They're using it as sort of like part of their camp circle. Is that boulder there?
Okay. I'm trying to figure out why there's so much dead stuff around here. Can I do a roll to try to intuit that somehow?
Knowledge Arcana, maybe?
+6. See if I got that on my knowledge arcana.
18. That's a pretty good roll. All right, so your first thing, and it has nothing to do with Arcana, is that these corpses, and there are a lot. When you start looking around, there's a lot of corpses around, including a giant pile over here that the troll was eating. And so your first thought was that these were, I don't know, prisoners of war or some sort of thing that were, and they were being fed to the troll. But they're all sort of like scattered about too, and there's bones all over the place, and people in armor, and there's dwarves in that armor too. It's not like enemies or orcs or anything like that. These are the bodies of dwarves and men. And so your next thought is necromancy, and if you're standing right by the edge of the tent, which was Kelkin's tent.
Yeah, that's my next step is to walk in there. Yeah.
If you peer in there using the Knowledge Arcana, the 18 Knowledge Arcana, you can see that amidst a smattering of sort of normal, magic user kind of equipment, you also see there is a fair amount of what you would consider to be necromantic accoutrements. You see a hand of glory over there. I mean, none of this stuff is radiating a ton of magic now that Kalkin is dead, but these are sort of like the things you would use. Like there's a little jar of eyeballs. There's a sawed off hand from some sort of creature, not human.
That's mine.
There's various kinds of things that would lead, vials of blood, sort of in a little test tube rack, the sort of thing that a non-necromancer would not necessarily be carrying around.
Okay.
You suspect that Kalkin may have been engaging in necromancy, and that hence the bodies.
And is he this guy?
Yeah, he's the dead guy, the dead
in the-
war mage
in the tent?
Yep.
Okay. I'm gonna spend the rest of my time and probably the next round just searching that tent carefully. Hopefully.
Okay, give me a quick perception check. What'd you get? 20? Okay. Yeah. All right. So I will get you what you find in there next time. Next round. Not next time. All right. Blessing of Fervor goes down 1 round. And finally, bottom of the order, the slow but mighty Arendar. All right, Arendar, you
Oh.
see Poe sort of duck into that tent.
Actually, I can't see that from there because the tent wall is kind of right there.
Oh, is it blocking it? Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, you
I
would see
kind, I kind of,
the
I kind of
wall of the
scooted,
tent.
I
Okay.
scooted between the boxes and the tent wall to get out there.
Okay.
Back that guy. But I can see Titus from where I'm at.
Oh, definitely.
I don't see a combatant, so I'm gonna call up to Titus. Where am I needed?
If you want to go kill that guy behind the rock,
So if he points out towards a rock, there's only one rock out there I see, so. All right,
the one by all the fires.
I've actually got the 30-foot extra speed going for Blessing of Fervor, so
Okay.
I can get you right there with one movement. And I'm gonna take a single swing.
All right. Sounds good. Sounds good.
So, question: is this a verm?
Arendar, what are you doing? Oh, you're running over there to kill that guy. So yeah, so it
Yes.
would indeed be a verm because you did all the damage to this guy except for 2
That's what I
points.
thought.
26. Yeah, you basically just execute this dude. So you whip around the corner, and there's a guy. He's huddled down, and he's got
soaking wet.
He's soaking wet.
Third degree
He's-
burns and frozen. That's
Yeah,
awesome.
he's grabbing at a scroll case. He's got his scroll case open. He's kind of pulling the scroll out as you sort of step around the thing, and you're like, "Hello, dude," and you bring the falchion. But he looks up about the time to catch that falchion right in the face. A 26 definitely will hit. 11 points of damage will put him well under. He only had 1 hit point left. So he just he lets out a small yawp and keels over against the thing,
I
dying
got a
and
verm.
dropping the stuff. And you got a verm.
Woo!
Hold on, Andrew.
That might be my first one for the year.
I was gonna say, I think Andrew gets
Hey.
the assist under the new system.
He
right?
does. Andrew gets the assist. All right, there's a verm for the night. All right, and you moved, right? So you ran over there.
Yeah, so I'm done.
All right, cool. Round 4.
Oh, there is a round 4. Check
There we
that out.
did. I was surprised. You guys weren't as murderous during round 3 as I expected. But Wraith, here's your opportunity to change that.
I'm going to move 30 feet down to here.
Okay.
And
Gotcha.
I'm going to shoot this guy.
Oh no, you have an attack of opportunity if you want to take it. Here it comes back.
I'm there. Yes.
No, I was just saying, Wraith just ran through your threatened square if you want to punch him.
I will let Wraith go by.
You could probably chalk it off to force of habit. You could punch him and maybe get away with it.
We're all good.
Maybe.
Hey, it's not
wait.
lethal. What's the matter?
Yeah, it's not lethal.
If we want to, we could interrogate this guy when he wakes up.
Well, I'm going to shoot the guy running.
Okay.
So
You're talking about this guy here.
yeah, this guy
Okay.
right there, that guy.
All right.
So it's a
33 is
33.
definitely going to hit, and
Wow.
but
The
a 15
damage-
will not kill him.
And the damage is only going to be 13.
Okay. That
I had to
also
use-
will not kill him.
I had to use a weird macro because I have gravity bow, but I don't have a single shot with gravity bow as a macro. So,
Oh, gotcha. All right.
yeah, so
All right.
he takes 13 points of damage.
Okay. There you go. And the
and
next shot is
no, there is
You
no
only
next
get one.
shot.
oh, all right. It was
I
only
only
one.
get
Okay,
one.
gotcha. All right. So he is near. I mean, that one takes him high and tight. He's running, right? So it gets him high in the shoulder blades, right up at the top. And he's like, oh, and begins staggering forward. His cowl falls off, and he drops his short sword as he staggers forward. He's holding himself up by these barrels and boxes.
Then
As he's
I'm going-
trying to get the arrow out.
I'm going to yell to Ono. That guy tried to stab you in the back. Oh, Eric's not there.
I'm here. I'm here. I'm here.
I'm going to yell to Ono. That guy tried to stab you in the back. Go kick his butt.
Which guy?
The one
Guy he
running.
just shot.
Oh, really?
This
Guy
guy
with
here.
an arrow sticking out of him.
The one
Um,
with an arrow sticking out of his back. He's the one that tried to stab you in the back with the short sword. So go take him out.
I punched him already. He's still running away.
Yes.
Yeah.
Is it
He's
my
well
turn?
staggering.
Is that time? Okay.
No,
all
but
right.
it will be your turn before it will be his turn.
Not true. He's after
Oh.
you, Wraith.
Not true. He rolled a bit higher. But
So it'll be your turn
I'll
before it's
get
my
him.
turn.
I'll get
So
him.
go get him
I'll get him.
All right. Wraith, you done?
for now.
All right, he's going to stagger over to this barrel. Well, he's gonna stagger over, pick back up his short sword, and sort of turn to look at you, Wraith. As he looks at you, so he's got a short sword in his right hand, but you can see him reach in here, and he pulls out a knife and flips it at you. So let's see. He doesn't do as well with those throwing knives as he does with his short sword, so it's not as cool. But he flings the he misses you. The knife goes ting ting off in the distance.
I'll bat it away and
Yeah, sort
no.
of have an Aragorn moment as he prepares. So then he steadies himself as he prepares for the final assault. Vondram, you see all this. You're not sure that guy saw you. So he's sort of like standing there looking. He's looking towards Wraith. He's looking. Hold on a second.
We don't have any whisper on or anything, do we?
Message. Yeah.
We do have message, so I'm gonna reach out to folks and ask, do we want this guy alive?
We don't need him alive. Ono's already got us a prisoner.
Then he gets a visit by Mr. Wasp.
Oh boy,
Ah!
oh boy.
Yeah, he's looking this way and does not see the wasp attack until the wasp is nearly on top of him. And then he looks around and he's like, "Ah, what's a wasp doing up here?"
And the wasps, let's see if he can hit him this time.
As a bonus action, he reaches into his cloak, pulls out a cannerade,
Ah!
Get a read.
and sends that wasp back to whence it came.
He's already used his attack on me.
Oh, man.
Oh, he missed him. All right, but yeah, the wasp is flying around him, and he's not happy about that at all,
Then
as anyone would be.
I'll do the same thing. I'll use Burning Hands again. That's a cheap spell.
All right.
So you need a reflex.
Probably. Hold on a second. Let me twist this fella.
Yeah, you'll need to move closer.
I thought I just need to be within 15 foot. Didn't I just get that?
You need a little closer. Probably another square if you got it.
Got another square.
You got to be, yeah, there you go. If you go to the point. Now, the wasp is going to have to do a thing too. What's this guy's? His reflex is quite a bit better.
We might have other combats this night, so I wouldn't.
These are my second level spells, so.
Okay, I just wouldn't run out because I think we probably with your current spell loadout, we probably will have at least one more fight.
And that's a failure if that's his saving throw.
I think it is. He has 3 hit points left. How much hit points does a flaming hands do?
A minimum of 5 if you roll all ones.
Yeah.
Oh god! Did you just light another dude afire?
Yep.
Saving throw for the wasp, or are you just going to dismiss it now?
I think the wasp is about done anyway.
Yeah.
I'll let him go terrorize others.
And this guy lets out a scream as he's Wraith, as you're watching, he's limbed in fire. And as he falls forward, you see the wasp fly up and disappear. And then standing there, sort of with a guilty look on his face, is Vondram. Actually, not a really
not
guilty.
It's
not that guilty of a look.
Guilty, not
It's a
really.
gleeful.
And another fire dots the thing. And it's that point we fall out of initiative. That he was the last guy.
I'm going to throw up a thumbs up to Vondi.
All right.
Okay.
All right.
We fall out of initiative.
Nice.
But there is still one dude. Now, a couple of things. So everybody give me a quick perception check. 34. Look at all those great perception checks. So as the sound of battle dies down, and the crackle of flames sort of becomes the dominant sound, you can hear in the distance a couple of things. So off into the distance, back towards the west, towards the main camp of the field marshals of the king's armies, you can hear in the distance. You can hear what sounds like the sounds of shouts. At least in one case, the sound of a bugle, like doing some sort of signal And although you cannot see that far, your guess is that at least some part of the field marshal's army has been alerted to the fact that something bad is going on over at the War Mage's camp.
Saying
Because
this
there's a lot of things on fire over here, and while it's nighttime, fires tend to get attention at night.
I guess we weren't very stealthy, were we?
Oh, we were like completely yeah.
Like a tactical nuke out.
Yeah.
Oh no, it's ready to fight.
Not this
All
many.
right. Well, so you've got a couple of decisions, right? So at some point, probably fairly soon, this place is going to be have additional members of King Steppengard's army showing up to investigate the situation. Second, you've got potentially one prisoner, which you have to figure out what you're going to do with, whether you're going to just completely slay or bring with you or what. And then the third thing that you guys have to decide is what next. It's still about 3 hours before dawn.
Yeah,
Well, what
you've got
was
to
that
go after-
scroll that
Umbrage, and we wanted to take out the siege engines too.
So theoretically, I mean, based on your original surmisations, you think that maybe this cryosphinx problem has been solved. You don't have any particular proof of that, but you're hopeful. It does seem to make magical sense.
Mhm.
Go ahead.
what about was in the tent and the scroll that guy was about to use?
Yeah, I'd say we probably take 30 seconds to like loot people and loot the tent and all that. And while we're doing that, there's a quick discussion where we determine where we're going next, and then we bolt.
Nick
I know
said,
we didn't do the siege engines first because people were concerned about this mage interfering with that.
Right. And we were supposed to do the siege engines on the way back.
Okay, so now we're heading. Can you put up the big map, Les?
well, this is kind of nice. They're coming our way. Now we loop around back and get the siege engines.
Well, they're coming from the directions of the siege engines,
I
but
get- I know it's not that easy, but it does sound fun.
right. So
Let's go get
we're in
Nina.
Kelkin. The siege engines are just below us.
The siege engines are directly to your south. You suspect that
And
Nina
where's the army
Glibglammer,
coming from?
they're coming from the west. They're coming from this area.
Oh, okay. So
They're coming due east towards you. Now it's probably not the army. It's probably a detachment. Your guess is, depending on those of you that have martial ability, usually they're probably sending a couple of platoons, probably like along the lines of 30 to 40 guys.
Right.
And they'll
But it's
have
gonna take
magical
them-
support too. It'll take them a couple of minutes.
yeah. So if we head south, I think we've got scrolls or our casters have the ability to cast like 3 or 4 wall of fires. And that was enough, we figured out, to get almost, not quite, but almost the entire line of siege engines.
No.
And we were also using that because we had to use accelerants if we were just going to like light them on fire.
Right.
Since wall of fire stays there regardless, it will be going long enough to actually catch the engine on fire. Not just lick the outside and go away. It will actually be going long enough
It'll light it up.
It'll light it up. So these engines will be on fire. But like I said, I don't remember who the caster was, or if it was from the scrolls we had, or if
We got
we've
scrolls.
got casters that can. Was
Oh,
it
we got-
scrolls?
Yep, it's scrolls.
Okay, so we've got 3 or 4 scrolls, right?
Let's see if I can find it here.
I think each scroll did 1 square on this map almost, and I think.
I don't think I have it written down, but I'm a cleric and I don't remember. I think his wall of fire.
Let's see. It's not
Vondi.
Gate spell.
Yeah, maybe Vondi or
Not Vondi. I don't have wall of fire. I don't.
It's
think
I
I'm
thought
never-
somebody
so-
bought it.
As long as you cast arcane.
It's a scroll.
Yeah. So Vondi has the scrolls
Hang
Does
on,
she
Vondi
I'm
or Titus.
looking for him.
because he can use them.
Right.
Titus might too.
And Titus probably could too, because he's a sorcerer that does arcane. But we need to go down there, cover them while they light up those walls and get that whole thing on fire.
I don't
So-
have them written down, so I think I gave them to somebody.
I
I don't know.
don't have them in my,
We
Titus,
missed,
did you look to see if you've got them?
I just watched the video before we played. I thought
Okay, here's what we've got.
I remember
We've got invisibility spheres, 4 protection from evils, and 3 wall of fires. I've got them on my sheet.
Oh, you've got, but we don't know who has them.
When we bought them, I would have given them to the person or people who could use them. The protection from evils would have probably all gone to Poe because that's something he can cast. The invisibility sphere, we used one of them to get here. We've got one more left, and one of the arcane people is going to have the other one.
How many protection from evils do we have?
4. So if you're putting them on your sheet, I'm going to delete them from mine.
Yeah, I got them.
Okay, I'm deleting them from mine. Like I said, we've only got one invisibility sphere left, but it was either Vondi or Titus that cast it off the scroll. I don't know which one did.
The invisibility sphere? I don't remember casting that.
No, you could if you're an arcane caster.
Yeah, but I don't remember using it myself. I just don't remember.
Okay, well, we got here invisibility in
Yeah, we did it as a kind
invisibly, so
Okay.
someone used it, but we've got one left.
So we're gonna set fire to the siege area and then try to use that as a distraction and slink
Get to
around and
the-
try to get
get to
Nina.
the- Get to, yeah, Nina.
I thought that getting to Nina was based on a stealth attack on Kelkin,
Yeah, it was.
which we didn't manage because
Oh, no, not at all.
we lit everything on fire and sent smoke columns up. And so the western part of that encampment knows we're there or knows
Right.
something has happened. So they're sending reinforcements. So
So we
that
want to be safe.
so the Nina side trek at this point, from a strategic standpoint, is off the table.
Yeah, this wasn't a strategic thing for Arendar.
Right.
This was personal.
Right. But the strategic thing was to destroy Kelkin, which is done. So that has hopefully succeeded in releasing the cryosphinxes and burning the siege engines on the way back, then getting back to Dashkaban's camp. Because at this point, this is an army
Right.
versus army situation. So we don't have to beat the whole thing. We just have to meet
No.
our couple of goals and get back to the army,
Right.
get back to protection. So it seems to me like the Nina Glibglabber side trek is kind of burned.
Well, they
it's off the
know
table.
something's going on. Kelkin's dead with an explosion. All of a sudden, we're going to have one heck of a fire in the row of
Yes.
siege engines. If we could somehow,
But if we go and burn the siege engines to the south, then we have to cross through all that mayhem,
right,
try to get back up to those tents to go after one person, which strategically we might be able to get later if their army
Right.
is defeated. So
okay, so let's just burn the thing and then we'll head back.
yeah, my take on it is we stop the mage. Now it's time to go and burn the siege engines and get back to across the lines and make new plans for how to address Miss Glibglammer. Because the stealth attack on Kelkin was not as stealthy as it needed to be, which
Right.
is fine, but now's not the time to try to go after her
Right.
when the hornet's nest has been disrupted.
Right. All right. So yeah, we're gonna head south.
But
let
there's an
Titus-
additional question / problem.
Uh-huh.
The one that Ono has left alive, are we going to take him as a prisoner of war to be questioned? Or are we going to bind him and drag him along with us, in which case he'll be slowing us down the whole way? Or what are we going to do with him? Are we going to get Ono to go pay attention to something else and murder him real quick?
Well,
I'd like
Or
to take
I mean,
him
you
with
could
us.
you could interrogate him yourself. I mean, quickly if you wanted to.
Or even, yeah, I'd like to interrogate him. I want to know if he knows anything about the necromancy, because if this guy was working with that, I'm not seeing any animated undead around here, but what was he doing? Why was he doing that? You know, if he's doing something like that, there could be traps in this area that we don't know about.
We've got a couple minutes. So the mages can start, don't get too far, but start heading south and get ready to cast their spells. You can interrogate this guy,
Ooh,
and a couple of us can just spend a round or two looting whatever we can find, and then head off with the mages.
So which way are they coming? Can we see the big map too?
Yep.
They're
Hold on.
they're
And-
coming from the west,
Yeah.
and we're heading south.
So here's where the body of the army is. This is where, hold on, let me do it on mine. It makes a bigger thing here. So this is where the body of the army is, and this is essentially King Steppengard's army. Lord Heritage, who is representing Duke Gallo on this side, this army is down here, and essentially they're
Are
going to
you
fight
mark-
here.
I'm not seeing. Are you making marks on the map? I'm
Oh
just
shit! Yeah, sorry, I'm on the wrong thing. So here's where King Steppengard's army is. The 3 blue squares
3 blue squares.
up at the top. See them?
Oh, okay, gotcha. Got it. Okay.
All right. Kelkin is the little where you guys are right now is right here.
Okay.
Now you don't know exactly where Nina Glibglammer's camp is, but
So it's
was
gonna
it
be somewhere in between those 3 dark blue squares.
yeah.
it's got to be in there somewhere, but it's probably separate from the rest of. So your intelligence suggests that Nina is here to represent the king's interests, political interests. She's the Lord Chamberlain, right? So she's Steppengard's Lord Chamberlain. So she's not a soldier. So it's likely that wherever she is staying, it's going to be separate from the main, but not maybe from the main body of the camp, but it's certainly from where all the soldiers are hanging out. She's not going to be around them.
How open is this whole area, Les, as far as the mountains?
It's
Like,
a
can we
pretty
see
big.
this?
I mean, this is a big valley, right? So you have on one side you have the Elite Gap itself, which kind of like meanders through here. This area that you guys are on, this is sort of a big valley between the drop off of the gap. There's like a plateau. It's less of a valley, more plateau, and then up where the cryosphinxes are is where the mountain begins to rise again. Same thing behind Gallifin to the southwest. The mountain's kind of so it's kind of in a valley that holds the Elite Gap, but also there's this big sort of flat area which you guys are on right now. So this is like a tableau or plateau.
I'm sorry.
The alarms that we've heard and where we assume that additional troops are coming is from here.
Yeah, it's from the west.
right here. And
So-
We set
this
up
line right here,
circles and we set up those boxes as, remember that? We set those predetermined areas for
Pits, yeah.
obscuring mist and pits.
Yeah.
So it's possible. I mean, you've got some pits set up right here. It's possible that those guys will hit those pits and be delayed while they sort of pick their way over.
Right.
So there is slowdown. So it'll probably buy you a couple of minutes. That might give you the time you need to search the tent, interrogate the prisoner, try and get some more information before you repair to the south. But yeah, this line here essentially represents the line of siege engines that have put back there. You can see that there are actually artificial earthworks. The dwarves have been building up. They've been digging a ditch and building a ramp that sort of partially defends that siege line, but the catapults are able to throw over it. But what it also obvious from the point of view of a tactician, if Heritage's guys were going to attack the king's army, they would have to go through this relatively narrow defile. Which it would also preclude any flank attacks. These earthworks would protect their flanks essentially.
We haven't pulled the pits yet though either, because they only last 8 rounds. They were just placed, so we knew we could say, okay, let pit 1 go. 2, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, they would probably be
They're
leaving
gone.
soon. Yeah, they're gone.
We just staged them. We didn't put them in. We staged them for the fight. It was just staging.
So you didn't actually install any pits?
No, we didn't put them. We just were staging for what we were going to do once we got to the fight.
Gotcha. Okay. Oh, like during the battle itself.
Right.
Got it, after dawn. Right. When Heritage has got when there's an actual pitched battle going.
Yeah.
I don't remember if the pits, I think the pits are the squares, and I don't remember if the green is the obscuring mist.
That sounds right.
I think so too. So if we've got folks coming in now from the west to the east of that box that's Kelkin, that's where we're at,
Mm-hmm.
then now I
You
would
can
be.
detonate that
Yeah,
mist.
both of those, the obscuring mist right in front of. Now, I didn't realize those are 100-foot squares. I don't think
Mm-hmm.
I
Yeah.
placed them.
The
So
missile like
I
20
really want to place them right in front of it.
So like right here.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
We gotta
Okay, so
get
move it
way
over.
over west too, right? We're gonna try to destroy these two over here.
No,
No,
those were never part of the plan
No,
because we didn't have a way to get to them.
what's the range on the wall of fire? Probably 100 feet or something, huh?
It's more like 200, I think. It's 100 plus 10
Yeah.
per, I
So
think,
basically,
something
you
like that.
can cast it from almost 2 squares away, but
Can Titus cast it? Because he can fly.
we do have one invisibility sphere left, and if he can cast fly, he can make himself invisible to get over there.
Yeah.
Cast because we got 3 of them. 2 of them will get most of this line. Not quite all of it, but most of it. 3 is overkill, but it definitely gets the whole line. But if you wanted to take one over there, that would get between a third and a half of these siege engines going. But he's going to be on his own.
Well, if he's invisible, he'll be safe.
Well, once he casts that wall of
until
fire,
he casts a spell.
But
He
what if
becomes-
he's
he becomes visible.
It's dark though. I mean, nobody's gonna be able to see him. It's
Just
not.
Right. So
day-
I guess, yeah, if
Dwarves have dark vision, don't
if he
they?
just goes 200 feet
Yeah,
up in
but
the air.
that's not enough to see. I
It's
mean, that's
60
60
foot.
foot. That's-
Yeah, goes over right above them and then just casts straight down. Yeah, they probably still wouldn't be able to see him. But I'm just saying it's extra. He's by himself. There's no backup. So
Well, if you guys didn't need him, he could fly over there, bomb those siege engines, and then fly across the pass and south to Gallifen.
right,
Go back across friendly lines.
right. Yeah, he can do that. It's just he's on his own. The rest of us will just
We also don't know if they have any other commando groups working.
right.
Is Titus
Our-
gone?
Our mission was to go and take out Kelkin and burn the siege engines on the way back. We could do more than that, but we risk interfering unknowingly in what else they've got going on.
Yeah, I'm okay with sending him over to do the other line, at least part of the other line. That would definitely help, but I'm gonna let Andrew make that call because there is some added risk and he's on his own. The rest of us, actually from right here, those siege engines, since they're less than 2 squares away, those siege engines can be lit from right here. And then we can just start heading southeast away from here and back to Dashkaban.
Yeah.
But if Titus is gonna do extra damage to the other siege engines, he's gonna take one of the scrolls, he's gonna cast fly
I don't know if
himself.
I
And
need scrolls. I've got fly, I've got fireball.
Fireball is different than wall of
Fire.
fire.
What?
Fireball just does an instantaneous thing of fire and then it goes away. That's
Oh,
not
right,
enough to
right,
actually
right.
catch the things
Well,
on-
it didn't last. It just kept burning and burning.
But wall of fire keeps going.
Okay,
Where is Titus? Oh, there you are.
where? I don't even see me.
Well, can you cast, I mean, what does he have to be able to cast the fire spells?
Just
You guys
read
are both
scroll.
arcane casters and you've got sufficient levels, so you just it's the standard action. Basically, you just cast a spell,
It's mission
but it just
impossible.
doesn't come from your memory. It comes from the scroll.
Oh,
No roll, there's no anything needed. You just do it.
so Titus, are you willing to take Mission Impossible on and go invisible and fly over the siege engines and use those 3 scrolls to put 2 on the one?
No,
We
one.
can do 2. We can do
We will
2.
do 2 for the close ones. Actually, you will, Vondram. You're
Okay.
gonna do 2 on the close ones. He's
Okay,
gonna take 1 scroll with him to go to the far ones.
okay.
So can I cast it from 70 feet so I can't be seen by
You
people
can
with
cast
dark
it
vision?
from, well, look at the range. We're,
100,
Or does-
150 at least, probably 200.
yeah,
Oh,
so
then.
you
So
can
as
be
long as
far up
I'm
in the air.
flying above what they can see and above the range of most weapons,
yeah,
and I get a triple share of the loot, sure.
I wouldn't say that at all.
Oh, I thought you
I'm
did.
not even a tiny
I
bit.
can't, as DM, I can't speak to that. That is strictly an internal matter. All right, so do you guys have a plan?
What are
Yeah,
we gonna do with this prisoner?
Oh,
I want
there.
to interrogate him before we leave if I can.
He
Alright,
can
first-
fly with me. I can ignite him and drop him.
Or I should say, Wraith, I want you to interrogate him because I'm sure you have much more of an intimidate than I do.
Well, not that this has anything to do with Wraith's murderous nature, but our track record of getting answers out of living people is not very good.
It's like 50-50.
Our track record of getting answers out of dead people is actually better.
It takes spells.
If I may just interject into this, just one salient point.
Sure.
These people you are fighting and talking about murdering and bringing back to dead and interrogating their corpses and stuff like that, these are lawful good. Technically, these are lawful good dwarves. These are men of the these are the dwarves of the kingdom. These are King Steppengard's men. Ostensibly, they are good aligned creatures.
Well,
if
that's
it
good
helps,
because they'll be more likely to tell the truth.
I've got plus
Ostensibly,
14 intimidate.
I am not a lawfully aligned creature, so this is fine.
Well, Wraith, you go search. I'll interrogate him. I can deal with this.
Okay. I'm going to
Okay.
try and search the camp, the tent.
Twins are looting.
Yeah.
Andrum's getting ready to got the scrolls out. He's getting ready to cast spells to the siege engines to the south. And Titus is taking off, heading way up in the air so we can go over to the other siege engines and drop a single wall of fire on them before.
Okay, cool. All right, so let's do first things first. All right, so the guy. Oh, let me switch mappage
Yeah.
here.
Yeah. So we're going to take what, 1 minute to search the place before we move out?
Yeah, I'm gonna start with these two mages I'm close to, and then start making my way back.
Okay. So the one mage has been pretty bombed out. Well, I'll tell you what, before we do that, the mage that you split his skull, who was hiding behind the rock, he was actually scrambling into a scroll case
Right.
when you hit him. Inside that scroll case are a number of scrolls. One is a scroll of Bane. There are 2 scrolls of Fly.
Yeah. Here we go.
1 scroll of Guards and Wards. The old school scroll. The old school spell.
Okay.
And 2 scrolls of Shield, which he obviously never got a chance to use.
Okay.
He's also wearing some sort of headband. It's ornate and has what you think are. Do you have any spell kind of experience or anything like that? You're not a spellcaster of any kind, are
I'm
you?
not a spellcaster, but I do have.
Friends who are?
He
I
knows.
stayed at Holiday Inn Express last night, so
You stayed at Holiday Express. All right. So it does have runes on it that you recognize
I
as
do have
being
knowledge
somewhat
arcana, and I do have spellcraft
really.
because I've got a class that eventually can cast spells, but I can't write.
Gotcha. Okay. All right. Give me you can't identify it, but it's
No.
there's definitely some sort of magic going on in there.
Okay.
Okay. The burned up guy has he's burned up, right? He's been blown up, he's been caught on fire, he's quite destroyed. However, you do see that he has a scorched but otherwise intact ring on his finger.
Okay.
You gonna grab that?
Yep.
Okay.
So I've got a bunch of scrolls, a headband, and a ring between the 2 of them.
But I told you the scrolls. I have not told you the headband. I have not told you the ring.
Right. I'm just putting on the thing from Mage, so hopefully that'll
Gotcha.
help.
Okay.
You.
And then you're going into the guy. So the downed dwarves have various levels of money and things of that nature. One second, and I will tell you.
I want to go on for gold or better.
Yeah, they have, well, between them, they have 42 gold pieces, 120 silver pieces, and one guy has two nice little garnets tucked away in a little pouch that he had on there, that you estimate as being 50 gold piece gems.
Okay.
Does that include the rogue?
That includes the rogue, yeah.
Okay, and that includes the prisoner.
That includes the prisoner as well, yes.
Okay.
Okay.
That's everybody.
Well, now
Inside the tent
Yes.
is a weirder story.
well, we've got the big mage in there, so definitely looting him quite a bit. And, and
The war mage, yeah.
yeah.
So the war mage himself has there's a bunch as you sort of toss the stuff around. There's a couple. I mean, there's a variety of different things in here that you find. One, you see one is a gold holy symbol. And the holy symbol is of, one second,
Wait for it.
wait for it, of Torag, who you know is a
That's good.
lawful good deity.
Mhm.
So your souls are in obvious jeopardy. And there's a small mithril case, or not a case, but like a small mithril scepter. It does not radiate magic, but it has jeweled inlaid and things on it. Your guess it's worth about 600 gold pieces.
Nice.
Okay.
There's a mithril censer for burning of incense. It's not burning incense now. It doesn't look like it's been used for a while, but it's got silver filigree and made of mithril, very elegantly done. Probably 120 gold pieces.
Okay.
There's a small pouch that has several gems in it, including seven small but perfect black pearls. You're a long way from the ocean. So
Right.
you're not sure where those pearls might have come from. There's also several, it's hard to recognize at first because they are uncut, but they look to be tiger eyes. The pearls are worth about 100 gold pieces apiece. The tiger eyes, unworked, 50 gold pieces apiece, but given to a jeweler and cut into various, cut and polished, you could probably triple that value, the size of these things. There's also a large piece of
And you
what
said how many tiger eyes?
tiger eyes. I think I said 11,
Okay.
but they're uncut
Right
right now.
there. Yep.
Yeah. There's
Wait,
also
which part of the anatomy of the tiger?
the eye, not any
Oh.
other part. There's also a large obsidian shard, which radiates a little bit of magic.
Okay.
Okay. There's also on the desk. So on scattered around, you see a couple of things. I'd mentioned before there is a severed hand, mummified and withered. There is some sort of scale made out of looks like iron, some sort of and a set of weights that go with it. There's a small, best you would be able to call it would be like a dish that has like various black and purple powders on it. And there's a small book next to all this material, sort of on a separate table off to the side. On his primary desk, though, there is a series of what look to be potion bottles. So there are 5 different potions. One of those potions has a small piece of papyrus next to it, rolled up. It's not tied to it or anyway. It's just next to the bottle, just sort of like, and it's not very big. It's just a small sort of piece of rolled up papyrus next to it.
Mm-hmm. So does it label what they are, or what does it say?
Do you open up the papyrus?
Yeah.
So it's not a label. It has writing in it. The writing is in sort of black ink and a feminine hand. It's definitely woman's penmanship, you think, a feminine hand. And it says, you feel it, don't you? That slow burn in your veins and the hunger gnawing at your bones. My gift has made you stronger than you dreamed, and now it owns you. There is no herb, no prayer, and no charm that will still its craving.
Hmm.
Only I carry the antidote, little magus, and you will crawl to me for it. There's no
Oh,
signature.
whoa.
And it's next to a bottle that has a sort of a half full, it's half full. There may be a few ounces of sort of a clear liquid in there. Clear, sort of pale amber liquid. It's very pale looking.
So who wants to try it?
Oh, yeah. I'm
Definitely
thirsty.
taking it to have someone smart look at it with the note.
I don't think I can touch it.
Not the liquid, but the jars are.
I don't know. I would use a cloth to pick that thing up.
Have we seen Nina Glenglabber's handwriting less anywhere? I don't.
Not
Yeah.
that I can, not that I think of. I can't think of any instances where you might have.
You said that
Oh,
note
the
that we got
note.
was her,
Yeah.
because we
Yeah.
needed a divination or something. That was her handwriting.
Yeah. Do you guys still have that note on you?
Yeah, the one that led us to the setup that we ignored.
I want to compare that writing definitely.
All right. You want to do that right now?
I think we probably ought to focus on what we're doing
Yeah,
now.
we're
But
just grabbing this
Okay.
stuff taking it with us.
All right. There's no, interestingly, there doesn't seem to be any money. There's several scrolls that are obvious. The potions I'll just give you right now. There's 2 of Cure Light, 1 of Virtue, and 1 of Hide from Animals, which is an interesting choice.
Hide from.
Animals. Among the scrolls are 2 scrolls of Flare, 2 scrolls of Protection from Chaos,
These guys were ready to go.
and 4 scrolls of Alter Self. Now, the weird thing about the Alter Self scrolls is they seem to be relatively new compared to the other ones. And there's 4 of them.
Uh-oh.
So when we killed this guy, did he change shape or is he still the same?
Still looks the same. There's also a large Warhammer that radiates magic. You can see engraved on the handle, on the haft of the Warhammer. The Warhammer, the head of the Warhammer itself has symbols and things on it. On the haft is engraved the name Kelkin, just the surname, and it looks like the Warhammer looks very old. This may be a family weapon.
So we'll just have to erase that before we sell it. What's this scratching on the handle? Oh, don't worry about it. It's just been used.
All right. What about the stuff on the necromancy table? You're going to take that with you? You're going to leave it here?
Can you make wishes on the hand or paw?
It doesn't radiate magic. Your suspicion is that maybe it was being begun, like maybe he was trying to create a hand of glory. Yeah.
Destroy it. I would destroy it. Nobody needs that nonsense.
Yeah.
Useful if
Okay.
we want to have a duel.
Well, an intact hand of glory is well, it can do a variety of things from a necromancy standpoint. It thing, but the most common use of it is to wear it around one's neck, and you can place magical rings on the fingers of it, and they will affect you. So you know that the limits of magical rings is 2 rings, 1 on each hand. If you're wearing a hand of glory, you can wear a ring on each one of the hand of glory's fingers, and it does not count against the limit.
Ooh. But this one's not finished.
But this is not.
No, it's not radiating magic. It doesn't look like it's done.
Don't try and tempt us into something stupid, Les. That's not fair.
Yeah, we have enough
So yeah,
You do
I'm-
enough.
ability on our own.
or Arendar's of the same opinion as Vondrum. If there's nothing that's directly beneficial to us, then this is all just trash that should be destroyed.
I don't know. I mean, I don't know. It's possible.
And none of us know anything about this stuff, I assume.
Looking right at you, Poe. Pose a necromancer.
Nope, won't be.
Okay.
All right. So that's everything that was in the tent.
So we've effectively got everything from all the people and the tent.
Yep.
Correct.
Correct.
Okay. Then that's pretty much all we were looking to loot really quick.
Yeah.
Okay.
So now we just implement the rest of our plans. Vondrum's casting spell twice. Titus
What
is
ab-
flying over, casting his spell once, and then
What
we're all.
about the remaining dwarf?
Oh, yeah.
I
Poe's
rolled
gonna.
a 20 diplomacy less to try
Okay.
to. I'm basically gonna just tell him
I'm assuming he's tied up and disarmed and tied up, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
I can wake him up though, right? And
Yeah. He's just unconscious. He's just been knocked unconscious. He's been basically like he lost a boxing match.
yeah. And I'm doing this while those guys are all in the tents and stuff.
Right.
So I'm gonna tell him that I'm looking for information about what your war leader was doing, why he was dabbling in necromancy. If you tell me that, I will untie you and you can run away and go back to your. We're not your enemies. We're not here attacking the king. We are trying to save your kingdoms from the Sargavans. Your king is being misled and he's being ensorcelled by elements that are related to Sargava. Yeah, I mean, you don't have to believe me, but I'll just tell you, if you tell me what I'm asking, then you can walk away and go back to your troop, your platoon, or whatever you're in.
It's true, you know, Lyle. You'll let me go if I tell you what you want to know.
I will.
Well, here it is. We've heard. I've been bodyguard to Kelkin for a long time, and I'll tell you right now, he's changed over the last months. I don't know what's happened to him, and I don't know what he does in there. I know nothing about magic or the protraction of it. But he's not the same Kelkin that I used to work with all the time back in the day. He's been quiet, depressed, stays to himself. He's been going into camp and talking to the Lord Chamberlain quite a bit to find out I don't know what. But he always comes back white as a sheet when he comes back from talking to her. I don't know what's going on with her, and I don't trust any of them. All I know is that I owe the king my loyalty, and the king said that I have to defend the war mage, and that's what I've done, and that's all I know.
We should plant
Okay.
the seed in his head that, what you just told him, tell him to spread the word. Maybe there'll be more people Russ will take a percentage of people that won't, start.
These soldiers know that there's something wrong going on. They're not stupid.
Well, he's close to it, right? If you're an average soldier in the rank, this guy is one of the one of the group of bodyguards for this war mage, right? So he's close to it. And he's told you a couple of things. One, the war mage Kelkin has been acting weirdly, and for the last couple of months. Two, he's been acting out of sorts, right? So you get the impression that normally gregarious, now introverted, keeps normally willing to hang out, and talk to his people and that kind of stuff. Now spends all his time in his tent. It has been going back and forth from the Lord Chamberlain, has been going to meetings with the Lord Chamberlain and coming back, as this guy puts it, white as a sheet. So something odd going on there. If you do a quick check of the two penmanships, you will see that they look remarkably similar. That the note that was sitting on Kelkin's desk next to the bottle and the note that you guys got, almost identical almost identical writing.
Okay.
You suspect it's hers.
I think you guys ought to take those potions of invisibility and whatever it takes, try to take her out. I mean, I think she is key in all of this. We can get rid of her. That could totally change what's going on here. She's influencing everybody with magics.
Yeah.
Sense.
But I got nothing to do that with, so not up to me. But I will definitely let him go and, tell him, be careful.
Stay away from that guy and point at Rafe.
And watch out for the
running zigzags.
You're not going to pull a Ramsey Bolton on him, are you?
And running in zigzags won't help, by the way. It'll just make me aim better.
All right, so that he says, and unless you have any other questions, he's going to take off. Do you have any other questions before he takes off?
Nope. I don't.
He grabs his helmet off the ground, and skedaddles towards the west. All right. So now what do you guys? So on one hand, you've got a plan in place to bombardier the siege engines. So how's that going to work? I'm going to go back to the main map here.
Well, we're gonna move out south now, the main body anyway of us.
Okay. All right. So you guys are going to head south.
And the mages are gonna hit the siege engines, and we're gonna protect them while they do it.
Well, we're gonna protect one of them. If Titus is going over the other ones, he's gonna be up in the air and
Well, yeah, while I was searching around for some stuff, you made a deal and Titus took flight and went to altitude, and he's gone as far as I know.
right.
So he's taking care of his stuff. So we're going south to these siege engines and let Vondi have at casting 2 wall of fires to burn those things down.
Say that again.
Okay.
I didn't hear that last part. Have Bondi what?
Cast 2 wall of fires off
Oh,
of
yeah.
scrolls and burn those down. And anybody who comes up and wants to stop that is going to get arrows.
Okay.
Or a falcata.
Yeah. That's my job at this point.
Okay. All right. You do hear as you guys move south, you're essentially approaching the siege lines from the rear. And a couple of things happen. Or well, not necessarily happen, but you've to the north and west, you can hear the sounds of, it sounds like, well, the first thing that you guys hear sort of off in the distance is the guy that you let go apparently met the incoming force. So you can hear the sound of dwarven voices. At one point, a flare goes up into the sky and lights up the ground area near to where the thing. Did you guys set off the mist?
I can now. I mean, now we're rolling, sure.
Okay, so you set off the mist before you guys head south.
Yes.
And so the flare is sort of illuminating the area, and you can see the mist is sort of in front of, from a distance. A lot of you guys are going around, but Vondram, you're in the air, right? You're flying.
Oh,
Well, I can now. I couldn't before unless somebody cast fly.
Oh,
But it was-
we're all of us here are on the ground.
All on the ground. All right.
Yeah.
So
I mean,
you see,
it would be smart to get up there if I could, because I'm not a little squishy, but it's okay.
well, it's up to you guys, but you can see in the distance as the flare goes up, you can see the night is clear. The mountain air is clear, but you can see that there is this big cloud of mist on the ground right around where in between where the guys are. You can also see from this distance that there's a fair amount of dwarven troops down there that are moving and slowly moving into the mist as they approach Kelkin's camp. You're assuming that the guy you guys that let go has joined up with them. Explain to him what he saw and what he experienced. Some teenager punched the shit out of me, and he's probably not bringing that up. He's probably like, "Oh yeah, I fought as best as I could,
There was
but then I
like 40 of them.
There was
There
like
was-
10 dudes on me.
There was 100 of them, and they overwhelmed me.
But they're approaching the thing. You
And
also
the fish was this big.
You can also see that fires are now visible to the south. You're not sure. You don't think anybody's coming up from the south because your guess is that they have orders to stay put regardless of what happens. But there are fires over there, so you could tell that. Well, they're not sleeping, certainly. And you doubt that they were anyway, but they're on alert. They've heard the noise too. Or certainly seen the fires in the distance, because you can see in the distance beyond the mist, you can see that the mist is starting to glow red and orange as the fires are spreading throughout camp.
I would suggest you give one of those fly scrolls to Vondi. Send him up more than their dark vision to cast the spells on the 2 fire spells on the siege engines.
Can I not kind of move to, if I was up, I could see high where I want to put the pits and where I want to put the mist to slow people down too, based on where our guys are.
Sure, theoretically, yeah.
So whoever found those fly scrolls, give one to Vondi. And
How long does that last?
I think it's a pretty long-lived spell.
It's minutes, definitely.
And you don't have to have invisibility, because if you fly up in the night
Yeah,
more than 70 feet or more than 60 feet or whatever,
yeah,
they can't see you anyway. So,
unless they put flares up, but I can move.
right, exactly.
Well, they've definitely got flares because they've been shooting them off towards Calkin's place. They suspect that there are people in the air there anyway.
Keep
Yeah.
in mind, I've got this ring of dimension door, so if we get in a bind, as long as we stick
Right.
together, I can get us out
That's
of here.
that's why I was gonna not have Vondi fly, because all the protection's on the ground.
But I can only do me and two others, so
But we have message,
Can't do
so
everybody.
you can just tell me where to fly. I can just fly where I gotta go. I mean,
message is with Andrew, and we can only whisper to him, and he can whisper to everybody else. That's the cantrip. It's not the.
but
No.
he'll share, won't he? Won't you, Titus?
Of course I will.
I don't know what the range of that is, though. I mean, I don't think that's really viable, given.
Oh,
we-
really?
Yeah, I don't know how, yeah.
Are you looking, Titus?
Okay,
I will right now. But something tells me it's not that far. Range 100 feet plus 10 feet per level. So
Of the
I
wall
think
of
it's
fire?
good. Pardon?
You're saying of the wall of fire?
No message.
No, for message.
Oh, message. Okay.
So for most cases, it's fine, but I think if our squares 500 feet each, we're
No, the squares are 100 feet each, aren't they?
I believe
They're-
100. Yeah.
they're 100 feet each.
100 feet. Okay.
And what level are you? Like 7 or 8?
8. So it's 108.
Actually, I just read through the wall of fire spell. I am actually going to give fly to Vondi, because the duration of the wall of fire is however long you concentrate on it plus 1 round. So I want them
to
up in the
hang
air so
out.
they can't be touched. I want you to cast it and then just sit there and concentrate on it for a couple minutes to make sure those siege engines are good and like lit, and they're not going to be put out.
Okay,
And the message spell range is when you cast it.
What do you mean? It's 180.
Right.
Feet.
You had a range of 180 feet when you cast it, but it's 1 creature per level. So if you included all of us in it, when you cast
Oh,
it doesn't go away just because you get you go a different range. Not my understanding of it, looking at the spell.
but if he can keep myself and Poe within that range, because Poe's the one that's got to help get us out of there, or at least tell us where to fly to, where he's taking everybody else, or what's going on. Because theoretically, you guys will be sticking around him as your exit strategy.
Yeah, it doesn't say that it goes away with distance. It's just there's a distance on how far you can cast it.
Yeah, there's a range when
But
it's
once
cast.
it's cast, it doesn't say
After-
that there's a limit.
After that, it lasts 10 minutes per level.
You're looking at
Oh.
message.
Yeah.
Yes. So it looks like, depending on what Les decides here, that you could still use Andrew as the transponder for message at this point, no matter how far he gets from us, because when he cast it, we were all together. As long as the duration of the spell hasn't expired.
I like the
Oh,
way
nope.
you think.
Nope. It's the actual range of the spell. Because it says when you whisper, the whispered message is audible to all targeted creatures within range.
Yeah, he has to be close.
So what's close again? Define what's.
So
the
it's
range.
medium range, so it's for us, it's going to be about just under 200 feet.
No.
But that's not undoable if.
So as
Well,
long as you're within
no,
200
it is
feet,
because
it
Titus
works,
is all
but
the way over at the
Well,
other. side.
Titus is going to he's going
he's going way
Unless-
further than
close
200
to
feet
a
away.
mile to the east, or not a mile, but half a mile to the east, west.
Well, he and I are gonna be like 200 feet apart, and that would put Poe in a very dangerous place in between, so that's not gonna work. So maybe we can just come up with a signal if there's a need to get out. Somebody puts up a signal and we cease and desist on our concentration and have a plan.
Yeah, it's close to the two siege works are close to 1,000 feet away.
Yeah,
from
I
each
mean,
other.
So-
you guys just need to pay attention, and if you feel like you're in danger, get the hell out of there. I mean, there's
Right.
no, you don't need a signal.
Oh, I thought it was so you guys were wanting to go, like if you guys wanted to go.
no, we were gonna be there to protect you, but if you're both in the air, once you guys lift off and start doing this, we can actually start heading back on our own.
We won't be
Because
able
you
to do
guys can
anything.
stay up high and fly away.
Well, we'll just stay up high and if we get in, once the siege engines are completely in flames and we know they're not coming back, we'll head out.
Then head
Just-
back to Dashkabans.
Unless they
Just
get
keep an eye
beyond.
out. Keep an eye out for anybody else flying, because that's the only way
Yeah,
anybody.
Or somebody
Get you.
with true sight spell, right? Wouldn't that find us?
Not in the dark.
not
Well,
in the dark.
in the
They could
range maybe.
see, but they'd still have the dark thing.
True sight wouldn't necessarily be a thing, but it might be that they have some air cover that you guys are not aware of.
Right, yeah. If they've got people flying around and one sees you, then yeah, they'll know what's going on.
What about those big fly crispinites I think things?
The cryosphinxes,
Yeah.
you're hoping that by killing the war mage,
Oh,
it has
yeah.
severed the control, the magical control that he's had over the
If
cryosphinxes.
we're
You hope.
wrong, if we're wrong, that could be a problem, but there's
Yeah.
always risk at war, so.
Again, they're not going to fly in the middle of darkness, though. I mean, creatures, even with dark vision, you can't see that far.
Yeah,
Or if they do, the 60-foot, 100-foot range is not
yeah.
enough to.
And all of us can see in the dark, so we'd have the same sight of dark vision that anyone else would have if they had it.
And it's not. Is it? What's the moon status, Les? How dark is it out here?
About a quarter moon. It's pretty dark.
Okay. And there's probably clouds since there's mountains. So
There's clouds, but it's not entirely cloudy, and the air is crisp and clear itself. It's just there, it's fairly dark, but yeah, there could easily be. I mean, surely Kalkin and his crew were not the only mages attached to these units. So there could be guys flying around that you guys haven't just haven't seen yet.
try
So,
to
yeah,
find a
go up,
cloud and hang
stay there as
out.
long as you can, and then circle back to Dashkabans. The rest of us, non-mage types, will just start hoofing it southeast and hoofing it back to Dashkabans camp. Basically, the way
Alright.
we came up, staying along the edge of the,
Gotcha.
not a cliff, but the steep hill. And then heading back around to Dashkabans.
Okay. So Titus has flown west. Vondram is flying south. The rest of you guys are approaching on foot. So basically both of these siege works essentially, okay, and we're not seeing anything, are we? Hold on.
It's nighttime.
It's definitely nighttime. Hold on a second. You should be able to. Can you guys? Does anybody see anything?
No.
Nope.
Black.
Okay. You should be able to see your own.
I see a formerly red door that is now what I wanted it to be.
Hold on a sec. All right, 1 second. There has been an issue. It doesn't want to. It doesn't want to copy over. That's one thing that bugs me. It doesn't want to copy over dynamic lighting for anybody, which bedevils me.
Good night, guys.
All right.
I,
I-
Good kid.
Go to bed, kid.
Hey,
Good night.
that's reserved for me and me only.
Well, come back and hug your father.
All right, Arendar and Poe, can you now see something on that screen?
I can, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, hold on. That's good. All right, let's get those.
Now go to bed, kid.
Good night.
Wait,
Number two.
I have to show you my tiny notes.
Okay, not right now.
What?
Stop it.
Oh, stop being such a shit. Sorry, I said a bad word there. Sorry about that.
That happens.
Yeah, I know, but I shouldn't be doing that in front of the
Yeah,
young
I'm
ones.
offended.
I'm kind of offended at myself. So all right, let's go ahead. All right, so you guys, so as I get the rest of you, sort of, I just gotta get one more, ported over. You see, basically, and this is how many of these both of the siege works are constructed. So I'm gonna take Titus out of here. All right, so there you go. So you guys see yourself, and you guys are still a fair amount away. And Vondrum, you're in the air, so I'm gonna move you. I'm gonna move you to sort of center stage over here. But you can see that basically we're down here. Where you see this tree line, that's essentially where the earthworks are. And these catapults, there's a series of 10 catapults that are here with several several dwarves associated with each one. You've got guys, and basically they're wandering around preparing their materials, making sure they have catapult balls, that kind of stuff. It looks like there's a crew of 3 assigned to each catapult. There's also a little tent over here. Sort of off in the distance that you're not sure what's going on. The door's open and you can see there's another dwarf in there. Might be a commander, you're not sure. But that's Vondra, that's what you see from on high. Now I'm assuming you guys are still about 100 yards away, well out of sight. And Vondram, how high up would you say you are in the air? 120 feet?
75, 100 feet.
75 to 100 feet. All right, we'll say 80 feet.
Sure.
Okay, so you are 80 feet up. The rest of you guys are on the ground. Titus, I'm assuming that for the purposes of for right now, you are in flight, headed west over the front lines. Give me a perception check when you get a chance.
Okay. How do I
And we'll
do that
get.
if I don't click on my character?
You may have to click on your
Oh, there it
character.
is. Never mind. I got it. I got it.
Gotcha. All right. When you get a moment. All right. So in the meantime, Vondram, you are up in the air, floating around. You give me a perception check as well. The rest of you guys, what are you planning on doing? Like, are you waiting for the big boom and then you're going to rush the place, or what's your plan?
Did we pass this coming up?
You were well to the east when you passed this area.
I mean, our only goal here is just to blow these things up, so I didn't think we had any kind of a trigger.
Yeah, that was.
Yeah, and
You
the
wish you
rest.
put them a line, so I thought they were really in a line. I didn't realize it was more of a cluster.
We could make a decision what to do once Titus sees his cluster too. I would probably wait until Titus is over at his area, just kind of guesstimating when I thought he would be there. But if he goes, I'll go, and then if I go, he'll go. I hope that's what we should have planned. I mean, simultaneous would throw them off the most.
Okay.
What are the green lines?
So not the one that connects them
didn't do
together,
those.
but the other two. That's where I would say we put the 2 walls of fire, because that should get pretty much all of them except for, well, except for the bottom 2, maybe.
How long is the wall of fire last?
It's about 180 feet.
That's
How
So
wide?
basically
ball of
this.
fire. That's huge.
It's the whole thing.
If we
I was just
And you
trying to
guys,
angle them so you could get as many as.
yeah, if we angle them and then hit this one, you know, maybe this one, it's gonna take a minute, but all that fire, it's gonna catch too. Can I move that, Les? Can you make it?
yeah,
so-
you should be able to move it. If you let me know if you can.
I cannot.
Okay, let's try
Like so
now.
much fun to move.
Can you make it?
How about now?
Can you make it the full 5 feet wide?
Yes.
Can I rotate it?
Yes.
Not that we're asking too much.
The rotator is up right about there. You see the little nubbins?
Yeah.
The little blue. It's hard to see on this background, but it's like a little blue nubbins. It's right there.
Hang on.
There you go.
All right, so, I mean, this is kind of. Is it subtle to rotate?
Just hold down the Alt key.
Yeah, I can't see the blue nubbin at all. There's no blue
It's,
nubbin.
it's hard to see.
Oh, no? Is that it right here?
It's right there.
Oh,
Yeah.
I got it now. Okay, I got it.
Okay.
And
So
you
if you
gotta
hold
use
down the Alt,
you gotta use the Alt, otherwise it'll.
it'll
I got
it'll
it.
snap too.
I tried the control, that didn't work as well. Ooh, that is hard to see.
Isn't it? It's a little booger.
Gosh, now where'd it go? Right here somewhere?
Can you give us a second one of those, Les?
I can.
I mean, oh, we got this guy all the way down here too.
So you got 2 walls of fire that you're gonna drop on this thing?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think there's some other things, like I've got wall of stone I can drop on this one here that might
So
do enough damage. If I do that one first.
if we do this, that should get all of them except for the bottom one. Bottom one won't get touched.
Yeah. Well, actually, my wall of stone is 5th level, and I am not 5th level yet, I don't think. Spells wise.
Right.
Can we raise up a level here, Les, real quick?
No, not
Can
yet.
we do that real quick? That'd be great.
So I'm thinking you guys are doing something like this and then something like this.
That's pretty much where I had him, except I had tried to.
I had them to where they were at least touching all of them except for the top one. I'm sorry, the bottom one.
Like this one, I don't think there's any way you can get to it.
Yeah.
Unless you were to try and do like a reverso, and go the other way.
Would that get those except for this top guy up here?
Yep. It would get those 4. So there would be 2. Now you got a couple of options here. I mean, you guys can run in. I mean, you lay these tracks. Obviously, the guys are going to be like, holy shit, all of our stuff is on fire, right? So it means that you could probably approach the camp and try to take out those other 2, or at least one of them, at least the northernmost one, on your own. Kill the dudes, light it on fire. Pour oil on there, that kind of stuff. You might be able to do that. Honestly, 9 out of 10 catapults.
Yeah, I was gonna say I'm not
would be a pretty decisive victory. 8
Yeah.
out of 10 is pretty good. I mean, you wouldn't have to do it, but
I've got a spell that might take one of them
Yeah,
out.
we were planned for our first plans. We've got several flasks of oil. So it would just be a matter of getting to the top one, smashing
guys
some of
could do
those
this, if
against
you guys
it.
can work on the top one, I can work on this bottom one before we hit it. I can cast a spell on the bottom one before I have to concentrate on the 2 fire spells.
Mm-hmm.
okay, Vondram, as you were flying, you rolled a 24 perception check. One of the things you notice is that there on the ground in the snow, almost invisible, if you were walking towards us, you would never see it. But since you're above, you have a weirdly good advantage. You can see that there is a creature lying down outside of the building, about 15 feet long, winged, looks like this.
Ooh,
And it's just lying there sort of in the snow
A
in
white
front of
dragon?
the thing. It looks like it's sleeping.
which oh, right here.
It's up in the top right, yeah. So a white dragon, is that what it looks like?
Looks like it. Some
Can
sort
I-
of drake.
Can I fly down before I start this and let them know that?
You
I
can use your
just-
message, yeah.
Yeah, you
I
need
don't know
some
if you
message.
I can't, can I? Because I can, still at 80 feet. Is Titus
could-
still
yeah.
around, or has Titus taken?
Oh no, Titus is gone. So unless you have
Oh,
a message spell, yeah, you'd have to fly down and alert them.
I don't, and I will. Where are they at?
we'd probably be
about 100
approaching from
yards
the
away.
north.
Okay, yeah, well, I'm gonna do that before we get started.
Okay. It looked like it was sleeping.
Yeah, it's not gonna be sleeping once I'm hovering up above the fire.
Yeah, maybe not.
I might want to go down and not only let them know it's there, but ask for an invisibility spell.
Okay.
It's not going
Or-
to work because once you cast these spells, these are offensive
Oh.
spells. It's going to go away.
even
go
though
away.
they're scrolls and not me casting.
Yep. Mhm.
Yep.
Can you do
So
it
I would-
afterwards? Can
Yeah,
you
can
cast
I-
a spell? Or
Exactly.
can you drink a potion afterwards and still concentrate? Or is that considered?
I don't know. That's a DM.
Good question.
Yeah, I think,
DM
I mean, it
ruling.
might last around, but well, I don't know. That's an interesting question. Can you cast an offensive spell and then reapply invisibility? That's essentially what you're doing
Well, what if I
while
don't have it?
concentrating
What
on
if
the
I
whole
just
thing.
what if I just take the potion, fly up there, cast the spells, and then quaff the potion and go back to concentrating? Will the walls of fire last 2 seconds while I quaff a?
As long as
Yeah.
you're quaffing a potion does not break concentration. So
The question is if it's considered offensive to continue concentrating to
Yeah,
make the fire go. That's the question.
yeah.
That's
that is the
a
question.
that's a DM ruling.
all right, hold on a second.
Are the squares on this map actually 5-foot squares?
Yes, these are 5-footers.
Okay, remember, a wall of fire only radiates heat on one side. So this wall of fire would radiate heat either this way, oops, either
We
this
actually have
way.
both of them radiate to the north,
Hmm.
and that might be enough to almost get that top.
You can do that. You can tell them to radiate one direction or the other.
Oh, it just
Well,
that's what it
they
does.
they only radiate one direction. You pick.
Oh,
So they send forth waves of heat, dealing 2d4 points of damage within 10 feet, and 1d4 points of damage to those past 10 feet, but within 20.
Oh, so
So it would be less damage, but if you move them up
move that to there, make that one go down.
and move this one down and make it go up, you could get more square footage out of this.
Yeah, we
thing.
basically get all of them except for the bottom one.
I've got a spell I'm going to drop on the bottom one. I need
Yeah.
to do that first. I really need to get
Well,
the.
actually, if you can do those two and just concentrate on that, if we got to come through here anyway, the rest of us can just run down and take out that bottom one.
Problem. So I just did some quick research. Concentration is essentially you have to maintain concentration, you have to use a standard action. You can move, but you have to use your standard action to maintain that concentration. Drinking a potion is a standard action as well, which means you cannot drink a potion and maintain concentration in the same round.
So
Right.
once you cast that wall of fire, the minute you drop concentration, the fire goes out.
Plus 1 round. It lasts for 1 more round afterwards.
Oh, yeah, that's not going to work.
So being invisible wouldn't work.
Nope. I'll just have to wing it. It's just, honestly, that dragon's going to be more of a problem than taking me out. I think.
Dragon will probably be focused on putting the fire out as opposed to looking for you.
You think it's an ice dragon?
It's not necessarily
A white dragon, probably.
white dragon. Yeah, it looks like a white dragon, which they do cones of cold, right?
Cones of
Mhm.
cold, but
It would make sense for a white dragon if it's up in this mountains.
So
Yeah.
hopefully, how much damage does the wall of fire do, and how much do we have to do before we can say that the catapult is no longer?
I would say 3 or 4 rounds.
2d4 points per round, it looks like.
Within 10 feet, 1d4 points of fire to those
Within
past
20.
10 feet, but within 20 feet. Deals damage when it appears and to all creatures in the area on your turn
So you're gonna,
each round.
yeah,
The wall of fire
everyone,
deals
all the guys in
2d6
between
plus
here are
1.
gonna die. There's no way they can get out in time.
Yeah, 2d6 plus 1 point of fire damage per caster level to anyone passing through it. The wall deals double damage to undead creatures.
So you're basically talking that this area. So you're talking about driving the heat inward on both of them, correct?
Yeah, so basically
So that.
every siege engine is gonna get hit except for the bottom one.
Oops, sorry.
Because the ones in the middle will take half damage, but ×2 is.
But it's half damage from both of them, so it's
Yeah,
it's
times
not
Right.
two.
full damage.
Doesn't talk about objects, but it says if you evoke the wall so it appears where creatures are, Then you take the damages of passing through. So it actually would be 2d6 plus 1 point per caster level.
Right, for any of
That's
these,
for creatures, but
any of the creatures that pass through it.
it doesn't. I mean, it's saying though, if you cast it on something, it's considered that they're passing through it. So I would assume that would be the same for an object.
Yeah, so yeah, the objects that are actually on this line would be taking a butt ton of damage
No.
every round.
2d6 plus 1.
The ones, but the 3 between or the 2 between, whatever it is, those will.
It's weird. That
Those
doesn't talk about objects at all. All it talks about is creatures.
We can't be the first ones to torch an object.
So this whole area in here is where the heat is going, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. All right. White dragons, I believe, are chaotic evil. Yes, they are.
Why are all these? How are all these lawful good people working with all these evil beings and creatures? And
Because she's that evil. And she's got them all bamboozled.
Maybe so.
So there's that. All right. So Titus, you got a 26 perception. So you're flying over and you notice a couple of things. So you're flying over. I'm just going to let Titus know what he's seeing real quick. Basically, you're flying over, from here to here. So you're essentially flying over the front portion of the thing. And you're actually making a curve around them and sort of flying a curve to the south. Because you can see in the distance, you can see that there are lights coming up from the camp, right? So the air above the camp, and to a certain extent extending outward, the sky does have certain amount of light. I mean, they're not like spotlights from World War II, that kind of stuff, but there is light up there. And in those lights, you can see that there are creatures and men flying around. Now, some of those creatures are bird-like, large, but bird-like, and some of them are just people flying around in the same manner that you are. Are you invisible right now?
Yes, sir.
All right, so you're invisible, so you're over there. You also see in the 26 is a great roll. So you also see in the distance, off away from the rest of the camp, there seems to be a very weirdly tall circular pavilion way out off to the northeast of the camp, right about there. You see the orange square?
No.
I do.
Right there.
Oh, yep.
So there's like it's away from, so you could see there's like rows of tents and campfires and the normal things you might see in a dwarven army camp. Right? All those things are there. But off in that distance, you can see there's like this weirdly tall sort of pavilion, and it's sort of separated. It's away from the rest of the camp, like probably 80 to 100 yards away from the nearest, camp stuff. It looks odd. And as you sort of take you kind of like try to get a closer look. It's dark, it's hard to see. But this is kind of what it looks like in the distance.
Wow.
That's where Nina's at.
Okay.
But that's what you see as you cross the thing. As you begin overflying the siege areas, you realize that the catapult setup is very similar to the one on the other map, largely because your DM only had one map for that.
I figured they were just someone OCD on the planning thing, and they're just like, no, this is how we do all of them.
Right? So, yeah, I don't have separate maps. Honestly, I didn't expect you guys to go to that other siege camp. So, it looks exactly the same. So you have only one wall of fire. Is that correct?
Yep. So he's got one. So he'd put the bottom one in, and it'd be facing north.
Okay.
So that would actually get all of them except for probably the very bottom one and the very top one.
It probably would. How far does the heat radiate?
It goes 20 feet out.
20 feet out. All right. Yeah. So it would that heat would certainly be cooking them, if not frying them. Yeah, okay. Is that does that jibe with your wishes, Titus?
It sounds like I'm in a pretty perilous position
Well, you're
once
sort of
I
on your
drop
own.
that.
Just
I get.
don't think dragon thoughts. Don't call the dragon to you. You'll be fine. We just gotta
No,
not.
didn't you tell me that I saw a lot of creatures and beings flying around?
Yes, you did. So they were in this area over here. I'm gonna make a little square here. Whoops, not that. So the creatures that you saw were largely in this area right here. You see the circle, the
Oh,
blue.
between both of us. Okay.
Yes, yes,
Well, how far
yes.
off the ground are they?
About the same height. I mean, some of them are lower, some of them are above. Though you see a fair of them are like swooping around. Some of them are obviously patrolling. You can tell that some of like the bird-like creatures and some of the men are doing like figure eights around the edges of the camp kind of thing. So they're obviously patrolling. Other ones you see sometimes you'll see two or three like sort of gather together and then split apart and that kind of thing. But
I
the
see.
lights coming up are sort of illuminating the area above the camp. They don't seem to be paying too much attention to what's going on to the south and west.
Did I see them too, Les?
From where you are, yeah, to a certain extent, yeah, you absolutely do. Now they're almost due west from where you are, but yeah, there's creatures flying over there.
I'm gonna raise up once I cast the spell to the spell to the maximum height I can be off the ground. I guess I'll sense when I'm,
You're just gonna go straight up.
I'm gonna go straight up as high as I can go. Until I start to feel that I'm not able to affect the spell with my concentration. Like if I start to feel a lack of connection to the spell.
Okay. That being the range is 180 feet. So yeah, that means 180 feet up
Yep.
from the ground.
Hope I'm dressed warm.
You're already dressed warm. You're in the middle of the mountains. All right. So Titus, so we'll come back to so Vondra will come back to you. Titus, while you were doing that, you're overfly, you get a good look at it. You're probably gonna you probably gonna lay down your fire along this line here, the same sort of path with a
Right.
northerly heat path.
Right.
At that point, you become visible.
Right.
What's your plan then? Now we heard Vondra. Vondra's gonna go fly straight up. What are you gonna do?
So
you-
how long do I have to concentrate till I feel I've taken out the siege engines?
20 seconds.
That's a long time.
3 going on 4 rounds.
That's not too bad.
Not too bad.
Yeah, says
But
the
I
person
would get up
who's
as high as you
covered
can
by
go
others.
and
I'm
still.
with you, buddy. We're both out in the same boat. We're just going to do our best, but for 20 seconds.
Okay.
All right. After 20 seconds, where are you going to go?
I am going to go north or south west.
All right, so you're going to go across the Elite Pass and try to reach these guys here. The green guys are your guys. That's Duke. Shit. Hold on a second. This here is Duke Gallo's siege area. He's got siege guys over here who have been lofting cannonball or catapult balls and stuff over the Elite Pass. So that's friendly territory. You're just gonna fly across the Elite Pass.
Wasn't the plan? I'm trying to recollect. Was not that?
Yeah, you're
the
going
plan?
there and then circling back around to get the dash cabana because that's where we're going to end up.
Okay, so where are you? Let me see.
So I'm imagining a path that looks kind of like, I'm trying to find a good color. So in purple, this is the path that I'm envisioning you go. Just tell me if it's right. So it starts, so you're overflying the siege towers, and then you go this way. Okay.
Yeah, I think that's my safest route, and then I can cast invisibility again, and I can
Actually, you don't need it. Once you get there, you don't need it.
Yeah, you'll be over friendly territory. Once you get over the
I know,
Elite Pass,
but once I cross the Elite Pass again, if we're going to Dashkavan.
Dashkavan's a friendly.
Yeah, he's a friendly guy.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
one
okay.
second.
You think he is?
Because I think flying south or back east is gonna be too perilous.
Right. Yeah, I think the purple is the route to go. It gets you into safe territory the quickest, and then you can just fly over safe territory all the way back around to where we're going to meet.
Yes, sir, that's what I'm thinking.
I think Bondi's gonna head north when this is over and then loop around. I'm not going through the middle of that.
You should actually head southeast.
Either way,
North.
the
The only way,
cryo sphinxes are hanging out there.
yeah, you don't want to go up north and then come around that way.
I thought the cryosphinxes disbanded when we killed.
Yeah, but maybe they're
Think.
not under control. We don't know for sure.
We
Why
think
wouldn't I
they
just
did,
want to go? What's the difference between going southeast and going north, Mike? What am I missing? I don't see.
because north, you still got to get back south somewhere, and there's either an army to your west or there's cryosphinxes to your east.
I was just gonna head straight north, like another 1,000 yards or whatever, past the armies, and then veer left.
So
60, what is it, 60 foot per minute?
so
of
you're
flight?
you're starting
You're starting about, so you
right
guys
here.
are like right about here.
Okay, how come my thing's not
Is it
pinging?
60 foot per minute per round
Yes.
and 10 minutes, 10 rounds per minute?
Yes. So
So
600 feet. Yeah.
per
So
round.
six squares.
It just seems, I don't know, going south seems risky too. And then I gotta go even further. If I go north, I can just go up 1,000 feet or so and then veer straight west and cross the pass.
Go around the back of the
That
dwarvish
was my
army.
plan, but Mike doesn't think that's safe. I'm waiting for an explanation because
I'm trying to get my ping to work. So we're starting right here.
yeah,
There's no armies southeast of you.
but there's those cryosphinxes hanging out there and they fly. And there's
They
all
do.
those other flying things down there south of me.
No, the flying things are to the west of you in that blue ring.
And I thought they were this center ring here, this big gray ring in the middle.
No. The gray ring is where the fight's going to happen tomorrow. There's nothing right there right now.
Well, okay, all right. Yeah, I thought that's where all the soup of.
No.
it
It's
was.
the light blue ring that it goes through the blue squares. That's where the flying creatures are.
Okay, that's fine. I could make a path southeast and then southwest and head over.
Or you southeast and then just straight south to Dashkaban, because that's like I said, that's where we're going to go.
Oh, you're not gonna just go hang out with the good guys. You're going straight there. Okay, that's where I'll do. That's what I'll do. I'll get as far as I can. Is that within?
So you're
Well,
thinking
it's-
like just like this once you light them up.
Yeah. And that's kind of the same route that us people on foot are going to take as well.
Okay.
That's the route. I mean, you can see this one line here.
I didn't
It's the
think
route that you
Dashkaban
guys
was right
took.
there. So I didn't realize Dashkaban was right there. I thought it was on the other side of the Aliti Pass.
Where's all his guys?
Okay, that's cool. Fine with me. All right.
Why? I don't know why Dashkaban's dudes aren't on the map. That's weird. But anyway, Dashkaban, I will put his guys on the map.
If I see his name, I assume that's where.
That's where his guys are. He's got two units of cavalry there.
Okay.
There was one like right. There's one like right there, and one like right there. So yeah, he's got 2 units of cavalry. Timur has 1 unit of cavalry, but she also has 2 units of okay, yeah, that's fine.
A foot?
Of mages, flying mages
Oh, okay.
that are going to provide essentially air cover for the battle the next day. That's their
Right.
job. But they're not out now.
Okay. So I think you've got our plan now.
Okay. All right. Let's get to it then. Hold on a sec. All right. Let's do. All right. Let's do Vondrum first. All right, Vondrum, you're 80 feet up. You're in that area, and you're just gonna like lay those patches.
Yeah.
And where are we?
About 100 yards north.
And can we make, we're gonna position ourselves so we're on the, kind of where you got us, on the left side of the map.
Okay.
We can come past the walls and come around to that bottom siege engine.
Okay. So you're gonna screw that. So problem 2.
It'd actually be nice if we were an additional like 20 or 30 feet off the map.
Okay.
So that way,
Like off to the west.
yeah, that way we just come around and, skirt the firewalls and then just
So
come
come
around
in
there.
like right around here.
As far as that's about where I'd want to enter this map. So
Right about there.
we'd be going further off to the left to come around to get to that point, to come onto the map there.
So then that tells me that I'm gonna wanna put the pit and the obscuring mist over in this area.
You're gonna bomb those up. You're gonna light those up first.
I'll do that as on my way up,
Okay. So in this case, let me just do that real quick.
but I can't really, I'm just trying to prevent, I can't really see.
So you're putting your pit and obscuring mist sort of in this area. Oh,
Yeah.
So I'm just trying to keep, I really want to be like here to keep all the guys that are going to come pouring out of here in the dark or in the mist. So
then-
as they come around the siege engine. So I'm looking to, but I'm wanting to put that here.
You'd put a ton of mist over there.
Okay, this is there's a pit and then there's the mist. So the circles are the mist.
Correct.
So this is my
You
goal.
are here.
I'm here, yes. Well, okay, I can't tell with this map where the other one is, but I'm trying to create it so that when I can't move the boxes anymore. Pit 4, I was trying to move it so when they came out and tried to get around the siege line,
Right.
they would be, the mist would be, so like right here. That's what had in mind, but I don't really know where that is relative to the other map.
Right.
But you see what I'm trying to get at. I want the mist between the tents and the pit. So they don't
Gotcha. Like
pit.
that.
Yeah,
Got it. Okay.
thank you. Sorry, I
bet.
wasn't communicating that very well.
No, not at all. All right, perfect. So one thing that we fail to take into contention is that you want to have 2 walls of fire going at the same time. Problem is they're concentration spells. You can only have one going at the same time, which basically means that you're doubling the amount of time that you have to be there, right? So you light one up first, you concentrate it for 3 or 4 rounds,
Okay,
then you let go of concentration after they're already flaming, and then light the next one up.
how tall are these things, these walls?
The
20
walls
feet.
of 20 feet, yeah.
20 feet high.
So they will get the entire siege engine. I would start with the bottom one then,
That's what I was gonna say too.
because that puts a wall between us and the rest of them as we're sweeping around to do that last one.
Yeah,
And then by the time you let up on the bottom one, we should be down there and either have our job done or almost done before you're hitting the top one to get the other ones.
that's what I'll do. So first I'll drop the pit and the obscuring mist,
Okay.
then I'll head up within 180 feet.
Okay. You go up,
Let go of the first one.
and then you let go of the first one. Okay. Titus, give me a quick perception check.
Again?
Yes, another one.
Keep an eye on that dragon.
Okay. Uh, 20.
20. All right. So you see the flame track open up at the other siege works. And you know that battle has begun. As you look over, you also see that there's a fair amount of mist in between the main camp and the siege works. So you're assuming that Vondrum is now actively engaged in this. What you're also seeing from your vantage point is beyond the mist, which Vondrum would not be able to see, is there are groups. They've obviously alerted the flying groups over there, and while a lot of them are staying on their patrol, there's a couple of different groups that are beginning to fly over there cautiously. They're also starting to pop flares in that direction, which you guys on the ground would see them coming over. So they know that something's going on here, and they're flying guys. Titus, you can see that the flying guys are headed that way. All right, Vondrum, you're on the clock. I'm just gonna do this. I'm just gonna do a quick turnover, and what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna make one thing. Well, for right now. And so you're going to maintain concentration for, we're going to say 4 rounds.
Okay.
All right. Now then, round 1. Guys on the west, you're about 50 to 80 feet away. What do? Are you going to use that? Are you going to just rush the area? Use that first round to do that? Or are you going to attack from afar? And I'm assuming that, once this track is laid, these guys are all starting to, I mean, you could hear them yelling, "Oh my God," people are like falling out of the thing. They're on fire. The catapults are on fire. You can hear a lot of noise from the other side. These guys are sort of standing around. There's 4 of them by the other catapult. They're not sure what to do. They're surprised. So they're just sort of standing around looking over here while all these guys are like dealing with burns and trying to, throw snow on it, that kind of thing, and that kind of stuff. They do have some fire prevention, but it's dwarvish fire prevention. So it's like the bucket of sand at the end of the hallway in the high school that you went to that everybody put cigarettes into. It's that kind of fire protection. It's not real fire protection.
That's
You can
good.
hear somebody calling out for the boss. Get the boss. He'll quench this. He can quench it. So what do you guys do? The four of you coming from the west.
And how far are we? Is this representative?
It'll take you around. No, it'll take you around to get to this point.
To get to
Says
where
so.
we
I'm assuming you got to do that. I didn't know if you guys wanted to do any missile weapons, Wraith, from distance, like sort of rain arrows down and then rush up. But I don't know if everybody has a missile weapon. So
I got nothing that I can do to.
I do.
That's why I'm saying how far are we now?
about 80 feet, 80 feet away.
So one range increment for longbows.
Yeah, well within 1 range.
Okay. I mean, I can start firing too. I'm not quite as good as Wraith, but
So who is this guy? Is like one of the people operating the siege
Yeah,
engine?
he's you kind of see him. He's got like a crossbow there. These are the dudes. But yeah, he's part of that crew. Each catapult seems to have like its own sort of constituent crew that
Right.
is just working on those. Now, a lot of these guys along this line here are roasting comfortably. But on the other hand, there's like 3 guys over here that are on the cool side of the wall, and they're trying to figure out how to put it out, or how to save their stuff. On some cases, like the guys at this one, almost all of them are inside the fire right now, so they're tumbling out. There are people inside, so they're tumbling out. And then there's guys on the hot side, like that guy right there. These guys here, they're cooking because the fire is radiating at them.
Yeah. So I'm gonna shoot this guy.
Okay, from 80 feet.
Yeah.
All
and
right.
I'm gonna try this guy here.
All right. All right, at 19, let me check on those guys. So you're within range increments, so no problem.
19 and 21.
Both of those will hit.
So 15 and 16. So 31 points of damage.
Minus 31. He's still up. Mike, you got a 17 will hit just barely, and a 27 or a 20 that's also hit, so 21 points.
Yep.
Okay. These guys start yelling, "Hey, we're being attacked! We're being attacked!" You can see them pulling out like crossbows and battle axes and stuff like that. These guys over here, most of these guys are just the guys on the line are all distracted. They're trying to fix what's happening. All right, so that's essentially round one.
Oh, wait, that was a surprise round?
Kind of. It's the round. I'm just using rounds as concentration basically. It's the rounds in which she's concentrating. So it kind of is a surprise round, I guess. They are flat-footed to you. Why do you do sneak
It
attack?
doesn't, no, not from this distance. It doesn't matter.
Okay. All right. You're still 80 feet away. We go into round two. Concentration goes down one, as these guys do it, and so Bondrum, you see this guy come running out. He's shocked and dismayed, and you see him run over to this and wake up the small dragon, whose serpentine head kind of looks over, sees the fire, and you can say, it hates fire, so it's like looking around.
And I'm 180 feet up, right?
You're 180 feet up, which means they probably don't see you, but frankly, they're not looking for you right now. They've got
Right.
bigger fish to fry.
Right. I'm gonna edge this way in case I need to help. I'm with my 60 feet.
Okay.
I'm gonna edge this way in case I need to help my teammates down below.
Okay. And you're going to continue to concentrate. Teammates down below, what do you guys do? Do you cross the distance or?
Goes the distance. So I would say Ono and Poe probably have the flasks of oil.
Okay.
So basically their job is just to get close enough to basically smash. You're just basically taking a glass vial and throwing it on there. Basically a Molotov cocktail or whatever without it being lit yet.
A Molotov cocktail, right?
Yeah,
It's just
not lit.
a big bottle.
You're just smashing it up against there so it covers the entire thing with flammable oil.
So if are you talking about throwing it at the thing and trying to hit it so that it smashes on there, or are you trying to run up to the catapult and smash it on there like you're
like
blessing
throw
a
it
boat?
and hit it, or you can smash it too. Either way would get the flammable stuff on it. I mean,
if you throw it, there's a possibility that you miss.
Right. But yeah, if you walk in to slam it to it, then yeah, you don't. There's no miss.
Okay.
So
So Poe and Ono, I'm assuming that you guys are headed forward to get close to the catapult.
Yes, please.
And I'm going to tell
Ethan,
you.
Aaron, are you? Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
I'm going to tell them I'm going to take one more shot, and then I'm going to be right behind you guys.
Okay. Wraith, what about you? You going to take one more shot?
Yes, I'm gonna take one more full action,
Okay.
and then I'll move after this.
Okay.
21 and 21,
Yep, those will hit.
17 and 15
Okay.
to that same lead guy.
That guy lets out and falls over. This guy, we'll do him in a minute.
And
All
then
right,
I'm
Wraith.
gonna move.
All right. Arendar, 20 and an 11. The 20 will hit, but the 11 will miss.
Yeah, so only 8 points of damage.
8 points of damage. So he's hit. He's like, "Oh, I've been hit too," and he leans backwards against the. He leans back against the thing as he tries to pull the arrow out. These two guys run over to their friends to see what's going on and try to help them.
Oh, another target has presented itself.
These guys are so underneath you, Vondram. These guys are sort of running up. Those of you who can are running up and trying to figure out how to put the fire. So these three, like over here, are trying to They're trying to like get big scoops of snow and throwing them on the thing. The sand is gone. They've already tried to use it. A couple of guys are falling.
Where are my guys relative to these guys?
Far
away.
Two of us are on the edge of the map. Two of us are about 60 feet back.
Yep.
So can I tell if they see him, or are they just completely engrossed in the fire?
They're in the fire. Yeah. I mean, they're looking at the fire. They don't know what's going on. It's still dark out too. All right. Concentration down one, round up one. And a couple of people stumble out of the fire. Where am I, guys? This guy kind of, whoops. So I'm going to put this in the back. So this guy he falls out of the fire. He is burning and falls to the ground here, as does this guy, falls backward. He's taken a bunch of damage, and is screaming as he's burned. This guy falls backward. He's dead from the fire. This guy falls backward. He's dead. These guys are retreating away from the fire, to get away from the heat.
Because they don't know about the other one coming yet.
They don't know about the other one coming yet. So they're getting away from the heat. They don't know what's happening on the other side. Oh, and that guy's probably dead too. I moved him on accident, so he's dead. So those guys, yeah. So a lot of those guys are dead. The rest of these guys are trying sort of vainly to figure out how to put out this fire. Poe and Ono, you guys arrive on the scene. You are in the square that your token is in, and you want to try it. You're trying to take out. You look over and you see dwarvish engineers. One of them is alive and sort of sitting with his back up against the thing, and his friend is getting ready to. He's like, "All right, hold on, I'm gonna pull it out. I'm gonna pull it out." This other guy is down on the ground. He's got like 3 or 4 arrows in him, and this guy's looking at him. He's like, "Bill, what happened? What happened to you?" And he's trying, he's like shaking him, that kind of thing. They're all freaked out.
Okay, so I'll do 10, 20. Is that difficult terrain?
No, it's flat. It's flat ice or snow. Yeah, it's not difficult.
No. If I get within like 10 feet of that,
Okay. And you're just
Is
gonna
that
throw
enough
throw
to-
your bottle.
yeah, I only have a +5 ranged attack, so I'm not real good at throwing things.
For a static object, it's essentially AC 10.
Okay.
But
So
if
this
you
is-
roll like a 1, we'll have to find out where the bottle goes.
Right. All right. Well, let
I mean,
me.
you could clock a dude or something.
There we go.
23. Yeah, your bottle goes crashing into the thing. At which point, these guys both look around, and then they look over and they see you. They're like, "Who's that guy? He's one of Duke Gallows' men. Get him!"
Oh,
Oh no, what about you? What are you gonna do?
yes, sir. Okay.
Lawful good dwarves being murdered and set on fire. It's a horror show perpetrated by your friends.
It's a war.
Wow. It is a
It's
war.
a squabble at best.
And everyone thinks
is
they're
a
lawful good in a
war.
war.
That's the deal, though. I mean, Ono is a lawful good teenager plunged into a horrible situation where it's a lawless war. And he's doing his best to maintain his sense of self. So let's see. True. I think Ono is not gonna run toward the fire.
Okay.
Would Ono be aware of the dragon in the upper
Oh no,
right?
would not.
No, we would not.
All right. Then Ono's gonna disregard that.
The only thing you know of is that one of your jobs was to get the oil on the siege engine.
Very well. If that's my job, Ono's gonna focus on his job. It's lawful to do my job, help my friends. So I'm gonna. Do I have a flask of oil?
Yes.
Yeah, you do. You have a fairly big bottle of it, actually.
Yeah.
Great. Then, okay, I'm gonna take that bottle. I'm gonna run toward. Should I run toward here?
Yeah.
Well, I
I'm
can't
gonna
tell
go
you.
for it. How 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I think I can make it to here in 8 squares.
All right, you're just running right up to these guys, and you're just smashing your bottle on the thing.
I'm gonna splash the oil all over this mechanism here.
And then I
Okay.
see him going, "I'm so sorry. I'm sorry. I'm really sorry. I gotta go. I'm so sorry."
Pardon me. Sorry. Excuse me. Sorry. He's got a
My
towel
bad,
on.
my bad. Excuse me. I beg your pardon, sir. I must splash your machine with this oil. I beg your pardon. Please step back, sir. There's about to be a conflagration.
This guy yells out, "Oh, what's the word he's looking for is spies." He yells out. They're not really spies, but saboteurs. He runs up, stands up, runs over to you, and tries to bash your head in with a battle axe.
That's fine. He will.
That's fine.
He will fail.
Happens every day.
I'm gonna first splash the oil on the.
Yeah, you come running up sort of to surprising them. They're not you just so almost contemporaneously. I mean, Poe comes running up, he stands about 10, 12 feet away and just chucks the thing and it shatters and oil scatters everywhere. You come running up, pulling the cork, and you're just like, sprinkling the oil over this guy's like, "Saboteurs!" and misses the shit out of you with his axe.
That's fine.
He seems somewhat discombobulated by the recent turns of events.
Okay. After I splash the oil, if I still have, do I have any movement left?
No, you've moved and you've splashed the oil. This is coming essentially after you've splashed the oil. The guy runs up to you. The other guy is sort of backing away. He smells the oil and he's sort of crawling away a little bit, trying to get away from what obviously is about to be a fire in his eyes. His eyes are like saucers.
I'm gonna shout, "Get back, everybody!" And if I don't have any actions left, then I pass.
Nope, that's it. All right. Wraith and Arendar, have you guys done anything this round?
Was it this round or last round that I killed that guy?
I think it was last.
So the guy next,
I think you guys haven't acted yet.
Yeah, the guy next to him is still within range.
Yep.
So I'm going to fire at him.
You're gonna plug him?
Yeah.
Gotcha. 36. That is definitely a hit. 19. Those are both hits. So how much damage there?
18 and 15.
Yeah, that he takes both of those hits hard right in the chest and is thrown backward with his head next to the thing as he goes down thing. Oh no, you see this as you're saying, you're yelling, get back, I'm about to, that kind of stuff. And you see, shunk, shunk, this dwarf just falls back against with his head leaning against the wheel of the catapult. Arendar, what about you?
I'm switching weapons for my first run action.
Okay.
Or actually, yeah, you can switch weapons while you're moved. So I'm taking 2 move actions to get to the edge of the board.
Okay.
And I'm switching from bow to my melee stuff.
Gotcha. Okay. That. All right. Last conch, round 4. This guy is so the dragon, and it's a small dragon, right? So it's obviously a juvenile of some sort. It's not a I mean, I don't know if you guys have ever seen dragons, but you certainly heard of them. And they're huge. This one is not huge. It's about 15 feet long. You're guessing it's probably a thing, but it begins circling upwards, its eyes seeking the area, looking for any interlopers. So it rises up about 40 feet.
I do not move.
Okay, so you're just staying as still as possible while you concentrate. The rest of these guys are sort of backing up away from their away from the wall because it's hot. So they're backing up away from the heat. The heat goes out to about 20 feet, but it still does damage too.
Yep.
So these guys are going to back up at least that much. So I'm going to move this out of the way for just a second while I back these guys up. So they're backing up away from this. And they're hearing the screams of their friends, the cries of pain and suffering as the burns begin to, their flesh begins to burn. And they're like, what animals, who could do such a thing to us? Wow, who fights like this? These aren't men. These aren't dwarves. They're creatures. All right. Ono and Poe, you've dumped your oil on the thing. What next?
What?
Oh no, you're being swung at.
That's fine. I probably have it coming. Does would Ono now see the circling dragon?
Ono would not. Right now,
Okay.
the fire. I mean, you're sort of busy, so and it's behind the
Gotcha.
fire too. So
Understood. I'm gonna just okay. I'm gonna not get hit by the club. I'm gonna if it's my turn and if
mhm.
I can, I'm gonna wind jump out of there. I'll spend a key point.
All right, so you're leaping away. Where
Yes.
to in which direction do you leap?
I'm gonna wind jump toward the east. However far I can go. My movement is gonna be what I'm so sorry. I'm getting old.
You're
My
fine.
land speed is 50.
Wow.
So
Okay.
so now can I move 10 squares to the east, flying?
Yes. Yeah. Basically, you're just leaping over the catapult and away.
That's great. I'm gonna wind jump out of there. I'm gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I'm gonna wind jump all the way to here just to get
Okay.
out of there.
All right.
I will mark off a key point for a wind jump, and I'm gonna just watch around me and try to.
Well, you can see there's a guy over here. I'm sorry, you can't see my thing.
I
There's a
probably
guy here. He's
yeah.
somewhat damaged. He's come out of the thing. You can see he's covered in blisters. His beard is partially scorched off as he's sort of like come away from that fire. He's sort of staggering around a bit, and he kind of looks around and he sees you, and he's like, "Saboteur!" And he kind of looks around for help, and this guy yells out, "Saboteur! There they are! Get them!"
Okay. I'm gonna yell out, both of you, flee,
Okay. Cool.
flee, run,
Uh,
flee.
Poe, you see, you basically this guy runs up, takes a wild swing at Poe, at Ono and misses, and then Poe goes and just like leaps over the catapult off to the east. You can see him as he sort of lands over here, and you can hear these guys yelling out, "There's the saboteurs! Get them! Get them!" This guy turns to face you. Oh, there's another.
Yeah, I'm gonna walk around him. So 10, 20. I'm gonna try to get on the other side over here.
All right, you're gonna pass through a threatened square though. He's gonna get an attack of op.
Well, that's what I was trying to
You're just gonna
move.
do a big loop kind of around
Yep.
him. Okay,
Yep.
you could do that.
And then I'm gonna use I think I got. Yeah, I'm gonna use a wand of searing lights.
Ooh, to ignite it?
Yeah, well, to ignite it and to hopefully draw the attention of anything that could be threatening Vondi so that he can get done what he needs to do.
Okay, I don't think to your question, Eric, I do not think the flame leap or whatever the hell you call it, I don't think that provokes. Because it's considered like a withdrawal kind of thing, I think. I don't think that provokes. All right, so the searing light, you should shoot it into the thing to ignite the oil, right?
Yeah, that's a ranged touch.
All right, give me a range touch. I don't think we'll have too much problems with that. I'm just standing there.
No, that's just my ranged attack, right? And then you lower the.
Right, then I lower the AC.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
that's gonna hit. All right, so there's a bit of so the searing, the light goes in there. You can see there's like immediately there's a millisecond of something going, and then kaboom.
So 2, 4, 6,
All
8,
right.
4, 46
okay.
is what it does. You need me to roll that, or it's 46?
It's on fire.
Okay.
This guy fall. Whoops. This guy. Stop moving around, you stinker. This guy is. All right, idiot. There, fine. You jackass. This guy is blown forward and falls down as the thing ignites and catches on fire. All right. Wraith and Arendar, what are you guys doing quickly?
Well, now that that thing is on fire and everybody there is either dead or down,
Yep.
I'm going to switch to run.
Yeah, I'd run to there.
And I'm how far off the map?
You're 60 off the map, so two movements would get you to right where you're at right now.
Yep.
Okay.
Sorry, I
Okay.
moved you.
You put me back where I am.
I'm down there.
There you go.
So now, if you use 2 move actions, you are where you are on this map now.
Okay.
Cool. Arendar, you're gonna run up to that guy?
Yep. It
Are you
was
gonna
more
do
than one. It was more than one move action. So
Okay. All right. Concentration 0. That means Vondrum, you can cast the other one.
Where's the dragon at? That's the thing that's scaring me the most. Where's it at?
It's coming up. It's basically flying straight up.
It's flying straight up now?
Yeah, it's flying straight up. So it's not in the line that you were thinking of. Whoops.
Okay, well, where is it at? Like literally straight up, like towards where I'm at, to my
No,
level?
it's right above where it lifted off. It lifted off and began heading straight up. It's about 40 feet up. So you are where you are, and it's down about 140 feet from I mean, you're much higher up, but it's coming up and sort of searching around. You don't get the impression that it's seen you yet.
Okay,
So if you're gonna put that other fire line there,
I am. I'm gonna put the other fire line there.
put it north of where it is now, aim down. So it gets all of these
It got
people.
moved. I don't know, somebody just moved it.
Yeah,
I
that's
just moved it
less.
accidentally. I had to move it out of the way.
Yeah, stop that.
Can't help it.
And it's gonna be aiming down.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, and then I can fly at a rate of 60 feet,
Okay.
Yes.
right? That's right?
Yep.
Okay, so
Correct.
it's 40 up and okay, so, and can I tell by looking at it if it's flying much faster than I am, like twice as fast as me?
I would say your guess is it's probably very fast. It's coming up very fast.
All right, I'm just gonna continue to hang out here. Oy vey. I think I'm gonna move down here a little bit.
Okay.
It's pointed. Is it pointed the way it's pointed? Is that which direction is it heading?
It's basically headed straight up right now.
Straight up.
So
Okay.
its face is up there, but it's sort of like looking around.
Okay, I'll just
as
stay
it's
where I was.
flapping
But
up.
I'm gonna back up a little bit just because I don't want the light of the fire on me.
Okay.
And I think that still puts me within 180 feet.
You're
No,
still yeah, I mean, you probably have to
really
come
gonna-
down to about a 160.
do we see this dragon at this point? Since
That you could be at 180 right there. If you wanted to go there.
okay, I'll stay here for the moment.
You do
What I'm
not.
trying to do is hang on, I'm trying to do some math. So he's 40 off the ground right now.
Mhm.
So he's probably gonna be 120 if he double moves up. So he'll be at my level. and
Oh, he moves much faster than that.
Oh, okay.
He's just getting started though.
Okay, hang on. I don't want to be done yet. Hang on. I just want to measure something.
Okay. All right. While she's measuring, Titus.
I'm good. I'll stay. I'm good. And I dropped the other one.
Okay. Baboom.
well, the
Yeah,
other one goes for another round after you stop concentrating.
Yeah, it's still going. All right, so we popped back up to 4. Titus. Basically, I'm assuming that you want to drop your line as you're overflying your thing. You see more people moving out as the second flame track lands. So you're looking back, you can see the second thing go up at the siege tower. Now you're probably 600, 700, maybe closing in on 800 feet away, but it's still visible. You can see that the flying creatures over the camp are starting to get more agitated, and there's more creatures flying over. You're also seeing some guys running over there. It looks like another couple of platoons of guys who are coming out. There's also some guys coming from the south, from Calkin's area. About half of the guys that went over there are coming down to the south. So there's probably 60 guys en route to the siege works. As you're overflying your guys, you look down and you can see that they are looking over there. They're like, what's going on at the other siege works? So you basically can just lay the track right on them, and I'm assuming you do that.
Damn right.
All right, so boom, you lay that down on there. You become visible, and you begin to see. So over above the thing, you see that there are people looking around now at you, and your suspicion is that they are now looking at you or trying to find you. They may see you, they may not. You can't tell from this distance as yet.
Wait, aren't I high enough that they couldn't see me?
Well, the flying guys, but you're visible, right? So you've got flying guys over there. You're
Okay, so
closer to them.
Does the wall of fire come out of my hand or something? Like, is
No, it
there?
just materializes down on the ground.
Well, then why would they be looking? If
They're
there's
just
not a tracer, if there's not a boom coming from me,
they're just
I
looking
don't
over in
know
your
where it's
direction
coming
because
from.
it's a new problem. They're just looking in your direction. You don't know that they see you.
Okay, I
But
just question how readily they would look in my direction or see me if there's no tracer and no way to tell where it came from.
well, another giant fire thing just went off to their right in a place where there wasn't any fire before. So they are looking over there. They just whether or not they see you, probably not. They probably don't see you right now. They're looking at the fire. They're looking like who's attacking us, that kind of thing.
Okay.
But keep in mind it's nighttime, and suddenly there's these huge walls of fire that are materializing in their siege works on both sides now. These are highly visible kinds of things that are happening. Okay,
Well,
We're continuing with our stealthy approach.
right, all right. So back at the right side. Is there anything specific, Vondram, that you're going to do? The so the dragon is flying upwards, and it's beginning to sort of circle around. You can see that it is reluctant to sort of fly over the flames. So you can see it sort of staying to the north of the second flame wall. But you get the impression after a round or two that it does see you, and it's kind of like getting ready to bank towards you. Now, are you going to take off at that point?
I am gonna dump down.
Okay.
I'm basically gonna use the fire until it catches up to me.
Okay.
Has it started moving to me yet?
Well, it's flying around, sort of winging it. It's reluctant to go over the fire. It doesn't want to go over the fires.
Even at 180 feet, it didn't go all the way up to where the fire is.
Oh, it's way up there. It just still doesn't want to traverse that thing. I think it's nervous about it. Fire is not great for white
Okay.
dragons.
Well, then is it my turn to move?
Yeah, kind of. I mean, we're sort of
Well, then I'm
liberating
just
here.
gonna, if he's seen me already, and he has.
He has.
Okay, so I'm gonna drop here and I'll drop down to 160 or whatever I have to be to
Okay.
keep concentrating on the fire. I'm just
Okay.
gonna make it a longer trek around it if that's what he's got to do.
Yeah, he's going to fly around and come this way is what he's doing. So he's actually pointed he's very high up, and now all of you guys can see him. So he is
Which
probably
end is he coming through? Which way is he going?
these fucking fires are pissing me off. He's going to be coming from this direction.
Okay, so then my instinct was to go this way before. I'm gonna follow it.
Okay, he's going to be coming from this direction, but basically he's making a big loop.
Is
Now it's
he
going to
already-
take
Is he already there? No.
no, it's going to take him around to go all the way around.
Okay.
And that will basically come to the end of your concentration. So, Titus, you're seeing some guys come towards you as you sort of swoop down, and I'm guessing that you would probably use the flame wall for cover as much as you could to keep out of sight. So like flying low next to it while the guys are burning, they don't see you. They're keeping out of the way. The reality is those guys
above dark vision, so
okay,
70,
so
80
about
feet.
Gotcha. Okay. You suspect that those guys aren't going to get to you. You see a couple of cadres of flying creatures coming towards you, but they're not going to get to you in time for your concentration to be long enough to sight events. So once you've elapsed your 4 rounds of concentration, do you want to pop the cork on that and and just flat out head across the elite pass?
I
we discussed?
cast invisibility.
Cast invisibility again.
And then zoom out.
Boom. Okay, you're gone. All right, so you're heading across the Elite Pass. Wraith and Arendar and you guys. So Vondram's still flying up high, but you guys can see very clearly now that white drake is coming around in a big loop and is going after Vondram. It is about 240 feet in the air.
How far away is it?
Vondram, because I may have to cast invisibility and head back that way.
It's moving fast. Now, what was that, Titus?
So, I'm saying I may need this. I'll cast invisibility, but I may need to go into attack position to cover for Vondi.
So you're going to head back that way instead of going across the Elite Pass. You're going to loop around and head back to your friends.
Well, I still have to concentrate, and I will make that decision when my concentration's over. Saying, you asked me, what am I going to do? And I'm saying, well, the plan was to go south and then east. But if I think Vondi's in trouble, I have to go where the action is.
Gotcha. Well, you can definitely. I mean,
I thought
give
his
me.
was up. Wasn't he done concentrating?
Yeah, your concentration is up. Your
You're
catapults
free
are
to.
in flames. So you're
Oh,
free to do what you want.
Well, I guess first thing I would do is cast invisibility,
Right? Cast invisibility on yourself.
right?
And then
Uh,
now you have a choice. Do you want to go back and help? Give me a quick perception check because I don't know that you
Well,
see the dragon.
Yeah, and plus you got to look at the
Okay.
distance.
You're
So
you're a
I may
thousand
not
feet
see the
away.
dragon, but if I can see that Vondi is taking some kind of
Probably wouldn't be able to
Posi-
see me too in the dark unless you've got
position.
really good vision, because we're like 1,000 feet apart.
I have dark vision,
33.
but
And he just did a 33 perception check. Yeah, you
Ooh,
don't see Vondra, but you definitely see something, a serpentine creature winging around, uplit from the walls of fire that Vondram has set. You can see this creature whirling around high up in the sky. You're about, what did you say, about 80, 75, 80 feet up in the air?
yes, correct.
So it's much higher up in the sky. You look up and you can see this thing, and it's beginning to sort of dive bomb down towards there. So yeah, you definitely see the Drake. Hate the Drake.
But like I said, distance wise, you can cover 120 feet in a round.
It'll take you about 6
not-
rounds to get there.
Yeah.
6, 8, 7 rounds.
Oh,
It'll be
geez.
done
Okay.
before that.
It'll take a while. It's up
Yeah,
to you though.
This'll
So you
be
can
done.
do it. I just want to make you aware of.
No, I appreciate that. So it sounds like I would not be effective and
Might just take you enough. It might just take too much time to get there.
right. That's I guess I hate to say it, but I guess I have to stick with the plan
Stick
and
with the original plan.
And you
hope
know,
that I
Lonnie's
can get
got the
over.
rest of us with him. So
I want to, so if I can make it across the gorge and go, hey, shoot some fire arrows at that thing. So that's my thinking, is get across the gorge and get them to train some of their archers or whatever. Shoot
well, the
some
scale of this
flaming.
map, an archer can only shoot about 2 squares.
What you
Not
what he
an archer, but a siege engine.
Yeah, what he could do is tell these guys here. He's going to come across come across to these guys here.
Mhm.
So this is Duke's one of the Duke's siege lines. He could just tell those guys, "Hey, throw some balls over there to make sure that we've got a distraction.
Yeah.
Keep them busy."
So yeah, that's my thinking.
Sounds like a plan. All right, so you're flying across the Elite Pass. All right, and then we have the catapult sabotage, and so what we're gonna do is we're gonna redo initiative, so that we have this fight with the Drake, depending on how you guys want to get out of there. Does that sound like a plan?
Less.
Yeah. Yes.
Suspense is killing me.
I've got to get Sheila to roll initiative before I do that.
Whoa. Caught up really fast.
Yeah. What did you say, Andrew? Say that again.
I said I have to head out. I've got to get Sheila to a very early flight.
It's well after 11. I apologize. I lost all track of time on this.
No, I'm having fun, or I would have said something earlier. I can roll initiative and then
Yeah, when we roll
leave,
initiative, then
I
we'll
gotta
go.
go.
Let's do that. Let's roll a niche.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Is
9?
everybody in?
How did I roll a 9?
That I
How
don't
did I
know.
roll a 9? Wow, that's terrible.
You rolled a
That's-
3 plus 6.
That's really awful.
All right. Good night, everyone.
Good
All right.
night.
Good night, Andrew. We'll talk soon.
You bet.
Take care. Good night.
I wouldn't miss it.
I should go to bed soon.
So Les, are we starting So as soon as A team's over is when we immediately the next month start doing this two
Twice
times
a
a month.
week.
Is that right?
Yes.
Okay.
So I'm thinking next month. We've got A team is next week. So I've got to get back. I got to get back to you. I'm looking at
Are we done, guys? Cause I got a bug.
Yeah, yeah, we're done.
You got it back.
Okay.
Yeah,
See y'all
we're
later.
stopping here. All right. So yeah, so next week is A team on the 17th, and depending on how things go, it could be the last night. We're at the point where you guys are going to be doing the ritual, and so we have to make those changes.
Oh, we're still in the middle of the fight, but
We've done, yeah, there's still a little fight, but we'll see what happens. So it
Well,
could end, and
we
may
are
have
doing the ritual. We're doing the ritual now. There's a fight that came along at the same time, but the ritual is being done.
correct. Yes.
right.
So yeah, it's very possible that that next Sunday will be the last A team. At which point, yeah, if once that frees up the date, then B team goes to two nights a week or 2 nights a month.
Yeah.
Cool.
Cool.
Mhm.
Thank you.
All right. Thanks, guys. Sorry we went long. I
Thank you.
apologize.
That's right.
Those of
Good
you in A
night.
team, I will see you then. I will see you in a week.
All right, guys.
Good
All right.
night.
Good night, dudes.
Hey, Les, did you have everything you need for my character for A team for the post stuff? You can stop recording.
Oh yeah, hold on a second.